Already live. Alright, we're live. Nova Indagatio, session 33 after the holiday hiatus. We left off, you guys. We did a quick little combat to finish off the game before we went on an official break. You guys killed the Nightmare Dragon, and one of you decided to eat a heart and plunge their weapon into the heart and let it feast on it.
Please.
Sure.
And tell me how that's
too
not
big
evil
for
again.
me alone.
And you guys collected a bunch of loot. But to get us back into where we left off, why don't we set the scene a bit. And Christian, I want you to explain what goes through the Mountain's mind when he makes this decision to just grab the heart or pieces of it and munch on it. Like, what's he thinking? Why does he do this?
Yeah. So, the Mountain, he comes from a tribe. So there they have always basically been told that what you hunt, you eat. Because food isn't like necessarily an issue for us. But there could be times where, like, oh, you might not eat as much this day just because, like, oh, the hunt today maybe didn't go that well. So usually it was that when you hunt, if you can, eat what you hunted. Now, so far, though, there hasn't really been, like, a thing he could do. The things we fought have been, like, humanoids. Actual straight-up monsters. Things that are dead. Rocks. Not really edible. It'll be weird if I go up to a dark elf afterwards and start eating its arm.
Remember hunting the griffin, guys?
I wasn't there with Mountain.
I know you weren't, but remember that, guys.
Yes.
Oh.
So there's never been a point when it's like, you know, hunt what has been killed, what has been hunted, eat what has been hunted. Now, finally, though, they slay a dragon. One you could say is one of the most hardest things to hunt, and when you don't. It is also a mythical and strong creature. Another thing he had been taught from the village was that you can sometimes gain power from the things you have hunted, especially if it was a tough hunt and a strong kill. That it is a mix of sign of respect, but also a hope of maybe gaining something from the kill. A worthy kill. So, he knows his weapon, likes to drink, so of course makes sense that he slams that into try to have its fill. And there's a lot of the heart, so to him it is just taking a piece. Remembering what has been told, he hunted this dragon. A part of it is edible. It's not corrupted, we don't talk about that. But yeah, like, it's the first proper thing he hunted that is at least to a degree edible.
Personally, I would have probably gone for the dragon bone soup, but
I don't really have time to take that out as well as the fucking dream is also falling apart.
okay.
Yeah, so the Mountain slams his hammer into the heart, grabs a chunk, and starts munching on this thing. Everyone else is kind of recovering from the fight.
It's like raw liver, not a heart instead.
Yeah, the castle is, as we saw, the ceiling is all opened up as the chunks were falling during the fight. The ground beneath you is tremoring slightly, just kind of like teetering below your feet as you guys get your bearings. And as the Mountain starts biting into this food, and after he slams his hammer in, the hammer starts to have this like weird red glow. Well, it always glows red when it's like hitting enemies and they're bleeding, and it like gets brighter and brighter. So it's doing that,
so
but
pulsating a lot.
Yeah, it starts like pulsing, and like the blood starts to like drain from the heart, and it's like getting absorbed into the hammer, and these like black veins start like creeping up into the hammer.
Well, I thought there was black veins on it.
Well, I mean, they're like creeping up into the handle and stuff.
Oh,
and just, like,
even
like,
more
growing.
now.
And the Mountain, when you're like chewing this and you make the first swallow, you feel like this leathery substance just like going down your throat, and as it like goes down all your digestive system and all that, and it like reaches the pit of your stomach, you just feel this great pain. And I need to give me a fort save.
That's what I do well at. Come Come on, first roll of the year.
Very
31?
good. So you'll only take
It
half.
classifies as poison. It's even higher.
It's not a poison.
Or medical disease.
So you'll take half this damage. So you'll take 30 damage. And you can stifle like wanting to scream out in pain from that, but I mean it's still like a 30 damage hit. So you still like grunt or something as you feel this pain surge through you. And I need you to roll me a d8.
Okay. Six.
6. Ooh, got a good one. So, as it boils in your stomach acids in your stomach, you almost feel like you could throw up from eating that chunk. But the feeling of vomiting it starts to turn into like a different kind of feeling of like you feel like you could exhale some of your stomach acid at will now, perhaps as a standard action. And you just feel like you have this ability. You can call it bulima or something. No, but you basically have gained a breath weapon. If you want to work on programming it, it'll be a 20-foot cone, 10 d6 acid damage with a DC 20 save.
What's the save against?
It'll be a reflex save for them to like dodge out of the acid.
For half, I'm guessing?
For half, yeah. Yeah, it's acid damage.
How many times can I use it?
It'll be the same as a dragon, so you can use it every d4 round. So once you use it, you roll a d4, and that's how long it takes to recharge.
What? I will have this be miscellaneous abilities.
Alright, now let's deal with your weapon. So your weapon, as I said, it's been absorbing this blood, and it gets transformed. I need to roll me a d3.
See how evil it turns?
No, let's see what
No,
ability
it's
you
plenty
get.
evil already.
1.
Alright, that's one of the good ones. Alright, yeah, so this heart just kind of like shrivels and decays as the hammer. You can kind of like pull it out after you're done feeling this pain from this and feeling changed. And you can like hold it in your hand, and as you hold it, it speaks to you and it says, I've never tasted such magical flesh. We must get more dragon. More dragon blood will make us stronger. And it will help us end this arcane terror on this land.
But there are not many dragons that can and should be hunted.
Oh no, did we lose Felix?
He needed to move for something, so I'm guessing family ambush.
Oh, okay. Just because I had that setting on that I need to turn off, where it's like hide,
What
show,
was the cone?
non-video. There we go. There, sorry.
The cone of the breath, how much was it?
25 feet.
25 feet cone.
Felix is DM now.
Yeah. Where was I? Oh yes. It says to you, I can see them. I see them all. I can guide you to them easily.
Sorry.
Sound good?
I will help finding the problematic ones, but like I said, my friend, I am not at least interested in hunting all of them. Some are good for the world.
No
Some
dragons are good. But that's fine. We can just start with the evil ones.
Is there anything else that you have gained from drinking the blood of it?
Yeah, so while you're holding it, so you had yourself, and then when you grabbed it, you felt like a change. You instantly could, well, you can't really tell these things, really.
Knowledge of a language floods into your head.
Yeah.
You feel like you can understand a new language.
Nice.
What he's trying to tell you.
Done well.
Yeah, you get the sense that you can now understand and speak Draconic while holding the weapon. Other than that...
Got that already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You can tell that... maybe he'll tell you, he's like, I can feel I can hit and do more damage to these dragons now. And while you wield me, you will be protected from their fear.
Just getting a full Dragon's Bane upgrade, guys.
Basically.
But yeah, as it finishes talking to you, the ground starts to tremor a little more aggressively. It may even cause one of you to like lose your balance as you're kind of like teetering. Maybe not the mountain, but the rest of you who are not as big and giant-y creature, you'll notice that the ground is actively like shifting and making you. Well, Leyland seems to be perfectly fine with it, but the rest of you have to make an active attempt to like keep your balance. The walls of the castle start to crumble and crack as the ground is unsettling. Okay, maybe you're all fine, but you have to make an active attempt to like keep your balance.
Yeah.
It's not just like regular standing.
I do my best to steal absolutely everything that looks valuable and is not laid down as quickly as I can nail down.
Yeah, you
So
stuff the loot
does-
into the bag of holding. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
on.
Does the mountain need to make a addiction check because the heart is a muscle, just like other meat?
For sure. Maybe at the end of the day or something, but for now, it seems like there is an earthquake pending or happening, and the building around you start to crumble and crack.
Alright. Real quick, John. Do I see any of the dragon bones, or they like completely crumbled away?
No, all those left are dragon of the bones of the dragon. It was an undead dragon.
Okay. I want to quickly just like the little flyers that I left. Quickly go over there. Find like a big enough piece that I think like feel like I can still carry fairly well without encumbering myself.
Okay.
I have 600 still until I am above light load.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fucking grab that with me.
Sure. You can go, like you want like a biggest bone you can grab kind of thing from the dragon.
Yeah, probably that. I feel like
Sure,
there's
you can grab one of
enough
its like
that,
rib cage bones. You can like grab like a big bone and like throw it over.
yeah,
your...
like some of us feel like this could be used for like some kind of crafting with the dwarves. So like
The
it's
thigh
big enough
bone.
that like they can be used for something.
Sure.
Cool.
It's probably either the thigh bone or the skull if you're looking for a single bone that's big.
I'm looking around for the nearest exit.
Or the pelvic bone. Dragon pelvis, guys.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I had a little bit of interesting music to play. Is this one fun? I don't know.
And you said that the weapon felt like it could hit dragons easier and harder, right?
Yeah, I'll do the bonuses if you ever fight another dragon.
But I'm guessing its space is just Bane.
Maybe. But yeah, you notice that the walls start to crumble, and Megumi mentions that it's time to leave, and it's a good time to head out. You guys, I'm assuming, are good to start rushing towards the exit of the dreamscape, as it is clear as you step outside, the sky starts to like crack. Like there's just like a crack in the sky, and like you're looking around, like things are just discombobulating, and you're.
I think Leyland gets carried away as she screams, "No, there's still a mountain of money!"
You could just dream yourself to the exit, or do you guys want to run to the exit?
I don't think that any more dreaming is a good idea.
Okay, just putting it out there. But yeah, you guys can make your. You guys knew the way you came. You went through the trail, went through that river pass, and then through like the border between this land and the next. As long as you're not going to make any detours or do anything else, you should be able to get out pretty safely. None of you move. What's their slowest move speed? I think you got a magic carpet. Some of you can.
Yeah, but it also moves at speed 30, so
yeah.
we all think good.
So yeah, you all can easily get out of here. As you get out, the border between this world and the dreamscape, like you step out, and the border, like the border becomes like cracked and fractured, and like mere minutes after you get out, it kind of just like implodes on itself. It just like, and then just like a big like magical explosion like passes through you guys, just like, like just circles a big white kind of plume, kind of just doesn't hurt you, just like passes through you. It's kind of like a smoke.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure absolutely no one on that continent felt that, so we should be good.
Is there any traces left once it collapses?
No. But as you do step outside, if you recall, there were like those hundreds of people that were just kind of like frozen in spots, like just like standing there. And as this explosion happens, you'll see like suddenly some of them will like start to like unfreeze and like move and like have a sudden like, and then they just like collapse. Like all of them will kind of do that.
I will walk up to one and try and get the pulse.
No pulse.
Ah, they're dead.
At least
Do you
they're not
see any
trapped
dwarves?
anymore.
Well, actually, what kind of races do we see here?
You see dwarves, orcs,
No elves.
I think you told
No
us there were
elves.
some humans, which was
Yeah,
weird
there are
since
some humans.
haven't been here
Yeah.
forever.
The dwarves. How many of them are there?
Probably more than you're thinking of, because I would assume they collected through the ages.
There's about 40. I mean, I don't know if you're standing here counting, but there's 43 dwarves
Yeah, that's
among the hundreds of bodies here.
Jess, the carpet that I gave you, does it have a weight limit?
Yes.
Probably, but let me look and see what it is.
I'm curious, like, do they like become bones, or they like still
No,
like
they're just like bodies as they were. They
Okay.
look frozen, but then they seem
they
to
just had a
all.
heart attack?
Yeah, they basically all look like they've had like a heart attack or like a brain aneurysm or something like a seizure, like something has
Okay.
just like incapacitated them all at once. But they look as they did when you entered in. Like some of them are the range of ages. Some of them are really old. Some of them are young. Some of them are middle aged.
It looks
Yeah.
like the weight limit is 200 pounds.
Okay, so fucking nothing. I wanna try and go over each dwarf and see if I can find something that looks like a identification, like either like a family sigil, something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can look through all the bodies and you'll quickly see that they've been stripped of everything. Like everyone's wearing the same kind of plain kind of clothing. They don't have any like coins or amulets or symbols. Like they've been stripped of everything, it seems.
If I just do it like a quick head count, it's just how many bodies are there? Like just real, like looking
You
over.
said like hundreds. Like 100.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
it's
so if you want to give me like if you're gonna take 20, like so if you stay here for 2 minutes and just like count everything, I can give you a precise number. But if you're just like I don't know if you guys want to stick around, but
Well, while the mountain is worried about all the corpses around us, I start pulling out shit that I stole. I'm like, ooh, guys, look at this! Oh my god!
was that a quick perception just to get a quick head count of what you think how many there are?
Yeah.
Or like you're trying to do a quick count of everyone?
Yeah.
You think that there's at least 200 bodies around here.
How long would I God, if I need to take every single step of the grave. It's gonna take a bit. Fucking. Mountain sort of like plants his hammer on the ground, takes his shield, and is just gonna start digging some graves.
Yeah.
You do have a holy person with you, an oracle. Perhaps she can.
I was looking to see if I had anything that might.
So
assist.
in general, you would like if you're just thinking about like burial rites for people. It all depends on the specific deity that they worshipped. Like worshippers of Tencel would want to be cremated, burnt in ashes, stuff like that. But in general, like you know that like to do a body service, they should be buried. They shouldn't just be like left sprawled on the floor. But I mean, this is a situation where if you feel safe, it is a good thing that you guys should try to bury them. But I don't know if you feel in danger, as Leyland, I don't know if she vocalized it or not, or if it was Felix, but there was a big plume that just like expanded, like as it like passed through, you can like look behind you, like it's just like it's soaring through the continent almost, like within, you don't know how far it goes, but like you just know like within your eyesight of the horizon, it's just like a wave of this white smoke.
We just at everyone at the public Dragon Discord server.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
My
Yeah.
question is, teleport says you and touched objects or other touched willing creatures.
Yeah.
So how do
It's
I
a corpse and
determine how
object.
many touched objects?
Yeah, I believe raw corpses are objects, but I think you'll be
Yes.
limited by weight here, by the
Yeah, but
teleport.
it just says touched objects. It's not saying I have to be.
I think it says up to a
holding
certain
them.
amount of weight. Does it not?
Yeah,
Could be
teleport
wrong.
does. No, it has a creature limit, not a weight limit, right? No.
But yeah,
Is that
there.
true?
I mean, so it said like there is a creature limit, but
Probably
these
Oh,
are
no.
object up to what
You
you
can
can carry.
bring
Right.
you can bring along objects as long as their weight does not exceed your maximum load.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you have to be a buff wizard.
Because else, what stops you from just going up to a castle wall and going thump?
Oh my god, that's a min-max character now. That is a min-max character now.
A muscle mage.
A muscle mage that's just spec'd every single thing into carry weight
Also,
increase,
Tess, you might want to
and
heal
then you
me, else
just
you're gonna
teleport
die.
away half the castle.
That
Sorry,
or disconnect the link, one of the two.
Start a moving service.
Well,
True
yeah.
Yeah, you can be doing your healing. I mean, you can do the automatic. I imagine like 10 minutes has passed probably. So that's probably like a full heal by that point. I don't know how. It's every round you
if
heal
we
5,
went, she's
right?
dead.
No, I mean, once I get low, then I would heal
Yeah.
myself, of course.
Okay. So yeah, I'm missing like close to 100 health.
Do you think in hyena form I could dig quicker?
For
I mean,
sure, you
that'd
then
help.
yourself, yeah. What's your goal here? You guys want to dig an individual? Are you digging like a mass grave? Or are
I'm
you
not
digging-
doing mass grave. Mass grave is not respectful. Mass graves are disrespectful.
So you're digging an individual grave for each person here.
I am
Right.
going
Alright,
specifically.
we're gonna be here for like over a month.
I mean, don't.
You
I'm assuming you guys know
underestimate
some
how
kind of fucking
hard
like
it is to
earth-shake
dig a
spell.
grave.
Yeah, but isn't that some of you guys know some like some kind of fucking earth magic?
No, there are spells like that.
There are, but I don't have them unless you got like a wand or a scroll or something.
Actually, I
Hey,
have
let's look through your
something
bag of
that might-
bullshit.
Hey! I have something that might work. We
Oh.
just have to find a monster that I can summon that is 7th tier or lower that has like a big
Beak.
speed.
Dig.
Leyland, look through your encyclopedia. Okay, I will use Leyland and I go through also just Monster Manual. Summon monsters. The 7th you can cast, right?
Yeah. Like there's got to be something in here that could dig
Sure the fuck it is.
fairly efficiently. Like
Well,
I could
burrow
fucking
speed
summon
doesn't
a-
equal digging because burrowing the
Right.
ground like fills in after them. I'm pretty sure, so they can't just like burrow and make holes.
Sure.
So,
But like, I can summon the boule thing. Couldn't I just command it to
The boule should probably work.
dig?
I feel like the boule could dig.
Let's read the boule.
The boule's got hands.
or giant ants. Drones specifically.
Nah,
True.
boule's got hands.
Because yeah, it has.
They don't even have burrow.
The laser notoriously blah blah. Consuming bones. Oh, you can make them eat all the bodies quickly fast.
No. They just don't have the hands for it, like they're just stubby things.
Well, either way, I am pulling out magic items. Like, okay, guys, anyone else want to use a bow?
But yeah, if
Anyone.
you...
Boulets are created by crossing an armadillo with a snapping turtle and infusing them with demon ichor? What the fuck kind of creature is this?
It's a bullet.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'll say if you want to waste a spell to summon a boule, I mean, technically it doesn't work, but I'll just say it can work. It can voluntarily, like, spend time, like, digging little hole, like, graves for these people, and you guys can probably
Some
get
won't
through
take
this.
as long, like it doesn't take that much to dig it, like one for a dwarf maybe, than compared to a human, right?
Well, how deep do you want to make the grave, right? Because normally you dig a grave, like, pretty deep so that surface stuff doesn't impact it, so... If you want to just make it like a little ditch and then cover it, sure. But if you want like a proper...
Oh, okay, yeah, no, it will be... What's usually... It's a 5 feet you do? Well,
6
okay, no,
feet
10...
under.
Yeah, 6 feet under, technically, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so
So
this is
usually-
We can
rounds...
just have it do like little like where it goes broop, 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 and then it's creating 2, and we just have to go in behind it, put the corpse in, and then like shove dirt on.
Sure,
top.
so you only have this for rounds per level, right?
Yeah,
And you're level 13.
yeah. But okay, what is this one? Is it a?
So you're not gonna make you're not gonna make
Six
hundreds of
total,
graves.
So she
and-
can make
Boule?
D4 plus
Is it
1 of them.
6?
The boule is a 6
Oh.
level one.
So slash roll 1d4
Plus 1.
plus 1. I get 3.
Okay. So let's just think about how much one can make. So
3
you're
for
gonna-
13 levels, yeah, or 13 rounds.
Yeah, so let me just think how much one could make in 7 rounds, or 13 rounds. So let me think. So it has what's its burrow speed?
Oh my god, guys.
I think it's 20.
I just figured it out.
Yeah, 20. Yes.
I totally got this.
But the
Did you have to find a random bullshit in your bag?
I did. But I'm gonna watch the bullets work first because I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, to make it, so do you want to make like a little ditch so that they're covered, or do you want to make a proper grave that they probably won't be
Almost 6
disturbed?
feet.
Okay, so if you want to make proper graves, you can make 78 proper graves with these boulets. It's like
Okay, so I'll get like about a 2/4 of them. They're like about close to half, or a third or so. That's not bad.
I mean, you could start doubling them up or something, or I don't know what you want to do, but. So does this just to get on? Is this happening? Like, have you summoned the boulets and they're just going to work?
Yeah.
All right. So while this is happening, there's 13 rounds of boulets like doing these waves in the ground, creating ditches.
While this is happening, Megumi's off to the side cheering boule, boule, boule.
Bulle.
Mountain will approach Nagumins. Can you give them a last rite, all of them, while we prepare their graves?
Of course.
I know it's not technically the official way they should be done, each single, but
Everyone deserves a proper send off, and I feel like that Forno is ultimately the one ferrying all of them. So
And did Leyland have a brain blast of something that they wanted to
No,
contribute here?
I thought about it, but I decided I don't want to. 'cause
I mean,
don't
we still
actually
need
think-
like about 150 more graves.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I don't know that we're gonna be able to. I think I start doubling them up behind
Yeah.
him, and like
Yeah.
as I'm doubling them up, I'm like whispering to them, "Sorry, I just
It's
don't
better than
have
being-
the ability to make you a single. I apologize."
Yeah, I mean, it might,
I'm
might
Yeah.
be.
Leyland starts helping you by doubling it up, and she's gonna look for corpses that look well matched, like they belong together. So it's like,
Maybe we
Matchmaker.
can make them like hugging in death, and that'll.
Oh
like,
yeah.
be like comforted if we like wrap
my
their
God.
arms around each other.
Yeah, if some grave robbers dig him up in the future, they're gonna be like, "Aww."
They were roommates.
Like, me and Leyland are like matchmaking and like making them hug each other or like cuddle
I think
each
well, it's
other.
just that grave robber because there's nothing to rob.
True.
They
So
don't
yeah,
know that.
if you start doubling and tripling up some of them, you can get everyone in graves if you start doing that.
Nice.
But this will take some time
Sure.
because you're gonna have to bury them as well. Do you have a quick way to get the dirt back in the holes?
It's gonna fucking push it out. I have the strength for that fucking elephant. Like,
I just want to make sure you're committing to the time to be here to do this stuff.
for Mountain Lease, he will.
For sure. So the boulets have finished. Let's just go in order. So the boulets have finished. That's what do we say? 13 rounds. So that's 13 times 6 seconds. So it's only been like a minute and a half, pretty much. As the boulets start to they disappear, and then these ditches have been created. Then you guys are just going behind. I guess you guys could have started whatever. It's only been a minute. So you guys go behind the holes and start dragging people and lifting them up and bringing them in. This is gonna take a while. This is like 100 and I mean,
Yeah.
your quick perception told you 200s, but it's really around like 100 something. So this is still gonna take a long time, but
Yep.
I would estimate this is probably gonna take you a few hours of being here,
Yep.
unless you're just like going fast, like throwing the bodies.
Oh, I'm not chucking corpses.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're like taking your time, trying to be respectful, because you're doing all this. That's fine with you guys, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's see what's happening, guys.
But yeah, so as
I
you're
mean-
doing this, I forgot about your little follower here who was waiting outside for you guys. And as you're like doing all this, he's just like asking questions. Like, what happened in there?
Ollie?
The wizard.
The
Yeah,
wizard,
the-
bro.
Steve Polly was here?
Yeah, he
the
waited
dude
outside.
being
I
sent
keep-
this.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to include him in the story.
I
But
thought for some
yeah.
reason he was back in the fucking camp.
no,
No,
he's
Well,
he's
because
been hanging
that's the
behind.
last time we actively included him, right? But technically, he's following us around.
Yeah.
You're
I
still
go
there.
to the follower and be like, bro, can't you tell that we're like trying to give people some proper deaths right now? Like,
I understand, but
hold off. Can you hold off on the questions until this is
okay.
done?
okay. I'm sorry.
Unless you have like something in your tool belt to help it speed it along.
No,
You
not
want
not
to
really.
help us cover some graves?
I mean, yeah, I can help. He'll help lift some bodies and help.
There you go. If you want me to answer questions, then at least be useful first.
About an hour into this burying, you're about probably halfway done or something. Whoever has the best perception. I mean, I guess you guys can roll perception just to see
Let's roll.
who sees this.
Does the weapon tell me anything? We still talk telepathy even if he can't in my
Yeah, it
hand.
doesn't mention anything to you.
In your hand.
Leyland and Atahia, you'll notice this crow in the distance that's just like, "Rah, rah," and it's clearly heading toward you guys. It's
Oh no.
directing, clearly. It's
Fucking crow.
you notice this about maybe 100 feet away.
I consider deleting the crow, but then I'm like, nah.
That can't be a normal crow, right?
It's probably here to
No.
offer us wishes in exchange for lives.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
Well, Megumi doesn't say that in character unless you guys point it out to her.
No, I'm not saying that in character.
Well, certainly not normal, but could be vampire related. Who knows?
It's within 40 feet now. They fly fast.
Vampires
6
turn
seconds.
into crows?
If you guys are still watching it with your good perception, you can tell it's definitely aiming for Megumi. Because you guys are in different little areas, and you see it's clearly it points its beak and it's
Yeah.
clearly on a mission for Megumi.
At this point, I called, "Hey, Megumi, careful! There's a bird coming for you."
Maybe
I'll-
hide behind the big man real fast.
Okay.
I'll
let
look
me-
up.
I
And
hear
this-
that.
Birds aren't real.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can see it with it. Megumi and Harold, you can see within 40 feet with you. The higher
I
perceptions.
hear that a bird is basically coming directly for her, I guess I was see. I'm just gonna basically run to Megumi.
Sure.
Can I cast a spell?
You're going to begin casting a spell, but the higher perceptions, you'll definitely be able to notice now there is a little parchment tied to its leg. Just like with a little nice little...
Messenger crow.
Oh,
Letterbird,
okay.
Letterbird.
Let her
Okay.
Or
go.
maybe, or maybe do kill it. I don't know how this works.
but what
in
spell
this
are you
game.
casting?
I was going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Well, are you still going to do it, or once you hear them
I
say
mean,
it's a
if they tell me-
messenger?
Yeah, if they tell me it's a messenger bird, then I won't try and cast that.
All right. The mountain like gets to you as this bird is just about to like try to land on you. I don't know if the mountain tries to like swat it away.
Well, I hear also messenger bird, so
Yeah.
I won't swap the bird, but it's like we'll be there just in case some weird bullshit suddenly happens. Though.
Yeah, it just like just starts like fine. Yeah, okay. You offer your arm, it'll just like it'll like squawk at
Who's a
you.
good baby?
Hi, thank you. I'll get the parchment, and
Before you,
I will.
Your burb.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will offer it a gold.
Yeah, it'll just like squawk at you and open its like beak, and you put the coin in and like grabs it and it just like flutters like happily, and then it just like flies away.
Thank you.
before you read that, do the proper precautions, right?
You think the message will self-destruct?
Your scholar friend kind of pipes up. He says, "Yes, a common tactic to assassinate people is to have explosive runes on messages. Do you want me to? I can
Okay, so
detect.
you open it.
No, I have
Sure,
detect
I can-
magic.
I can disarm
No,
it.
I
if you
don't
want.
think he should be the one to open it. Definitely not.
It was a joke.
I know.
Come on.
I wasn't. I couldn't do anything but like.
Yeah, that's fine. You detect magic, and it radiates dim magic. If you want to concentrate, I can give you the
Yeah.
first round presence. So yes, if you concentrate a second round, number of auras and power. It's one aura. Does it tell me the power? Oh yeah, here. Aura power, faint. If
Probably
you
not
concentrate for the third round. That's when you get the power, and then
I
you
think
may
second is
attempt a knowledge arcana to determine the schools involved. DC 15 plus something.
I am not trained in knowledge arcana.
Then you cannot.
All right.
If anyone else is
I'll
that
say-
has detect magic, they can combo with you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I will ask Leyland and Tahia if they can assist.
transmutation.
Yeah, probably just some kind of magical writing.
Okay. I will unfurl and read the letter privately.
Do you want me to text it to you? Or do you want me just to read it to you right now?
Will you text it to me?
Sure. I have a question for you.
Okay.
That is obviously, you can meta it a bit, but whatever. What's a word? Or I guess I'll ask you in private.
Okay.
While I'm doing that, the rest of you can start looking at your loot. If there's anything you plan on just
I'm
selling,
going
you
back to
can.
the buddies.
Oh yeah, back to the bodies. But I'm just saying, like, while it's like quote unquote downtime, you can.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I have here, first of all, I have a bow. Who wants it?
You?
Anyone want a bow?
No.
You know, shooting people with bows is really cool. I can recommend it.
No.
I'm
Okay.
fine.
Well, then I guess we're selling that one. I mean, I find bows really cool, but I mean, I already have
That's
one.
also
so-
look a little short for you.
Well, yeah, mine's a bit bigger, true. Ooh, then we have a cool ring. It's a ring.
Oh.
There seems like maybe a Pinky Boy ring.
So
Greater ring of inner fortitude reduces ability damage or temporary penalties by 6 points and reduces ability drain by 3 points. Wearing it does not make you immune to conditions such as fatigue or exhausted.
I think
Well,
that was
how's-
the one with the thing that
how's the
if
big
something
man-
would cause you to gain a penalty for a positive, it negates then also the positive, I think it was.
Huh?
If the ring prevents any damage, drain, or penalties that are associated with a beneficial effect, it also negates the beneficial effect. So yeah, that's just saying, like, if you had something to do that was gonna, like, drain your con and the ring negates it, then you don't get the
Yeah,
beneficial
it doesn't
effect.
drain it, but it does lower it. I don't know if it classifies as damage.
Well, what does it say? Or what ability is it?
I lost my int.
What's the ability? It's called.
This. It basically is the mutagen effect.
It's just basically ability drain, or sorry, ability damage or temporary penalties.
Yeah, I think it will classify probably as a temporary penalty.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, so
Okay, so probably sell this unless anyone else, like, really wants it.
I personally, I only really have one ring right now, so I can use it, and it
Okay.
seems good.
Use it if you want, though.
do you
Alright.
transforming cause you to lose any stats in somewhere, Felix?
Yes, it does actually.
Then
Fair
that
enough.
would get then that would say no to that.
Wait, let's see.
Like it would definitely like nullify, like enlarge and reduce. Because
No, my
Oh, no.
my elemental form does not give me penalties. It only gives bonuses.
Okay, yeah, it would then work with that.
Yeah.
Alright, so Leyland wearing inner fort ring.
Then we have a rod of thunder and lightning.
Says once per week as a standard action, the wielder of the rod can combine the thunderclap power with a lightning bolt,
Yeah.
as in the lightning stroke power. The thunderclap affects all creatures within 10 feet of the bolt. The lightning stroke deals 96 points of electricity damage, and the thunderclap deals 2d6 points of sonic damage.
Yeah.
DC
It can do a
16
bunch
reflex.
of different things technically,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
it,
you
it,
can
yeah.
And it does a
spark.
plus 2 mace,
yeah,
basically.
it counts as a mace, but it is a rod.
Thunderclap, deafening noise, just a shout spell. I mean, I feel like this is a neat niche item if someone has, like, rounds where they're like, oh, like, maybe I don't have something to do, maybe I want to fuck
Yeah.
around using this.
Technically,
Yeah, and you're also kind of melee.
technically, I can use this with my spell combat because of
Oh,
features
interesting.
I have.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I have no desire.
But yeah,
Yeah, right. I probably
Yeah.
don't.
I'll put a dot next to it for now.
Plus, I also feel like this with the saves, it's not good enough at this point
Well, I use my save DC.
for rods as well, right?
Yes.
So then I feel like the only person it would be really decent for would be you.
Yes.
So it's either you use it or we sell it,
Yeah,
because
we
I
probably
think the
sell it
biggest-
because I already have way too much stuff to do.
yeah, because I
Yeah,
feel like
you
the
don't have
biggest
the action economy at all.
downside to those things is that their DC sucks. So for
Yeah.
like the majority of things we're going to be fighting, they're just going to save against it.
Now, then we have the Staff of Passage.
I'm torn on
Um,
this one because holy shit, is that
It's
worth a
so
lot?
nice.
But yeah,
It's also worth $1 billion.
yeah. I mean, if we had it, I wouldn't have to
Dimensional
prepare
door
teleport
is-
anymore.
Ye-
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
fun
it-
fact
well-
of the day, we had one of those.
already?
Mhm.
We already have a staff of passage in your bag of bullshit.
No, we had one of those.
That was the one we like sold off for me to get.
Yes. It is one that was... it wasn't fully empty, but we used a lot of its charges for the pass wall stuff before. And
Yeah,
then we
Oh.
sold it off for...
Like, right, yeah, it's way back in the first round of character days.
So yeah, you guys are burying bodies, looking over loot. Shirazi's, or not Shirazi. Megumi's reading her letter. and
That's
the shoot, I forgot his name. Anyway, the wizard guy that's following you, he kind of perks up and says, "Well, who's it from?"
It's from my mom.
Well, what does it say? I'm surprised she didn't use our usual method of communication.
She
Didn't they
just
say no questions until burying corpses was done?
Right. I'll get
Plus,
back.
also that's a more private
Be
issue.
respectful, bro.
she was just telling me about my little brothers and sisters. That's all.
Unless does your
Oh, you got
employer
little
also needs to
kitty
know that.
cat siblings?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of siblings actually.
Are any like little tiny kitty cats? Is it like inappropriate to like cuddle and pet them? Is that weird? Is that racist?
No, cats
Don't spend a
like
lot of
being
time around.
petted. I'll go over and like kind of start playing with Atahia's hair, and I'll be like, "That feels good, right?
Yeah.
We enjoy the same."
I don't think you ever gave us. I'm guessing the wand of pain, strike, and disease is of minimum level, John.
What do you mean minimum level?
So minimum
Cast.
level to
All
cast
the
the spell.
ones, right? So
Oh,
Yeah.
breaking the wand.
Okay. Just once for
Pain
sure.
strike is a 3rd level wizard spell.
Yeah. Same with.
So I think that'd be
remove
caster level
disease.
5.
Yeah. Same for remove disease.
We definitely should keep the remove disease and maybe have like
yeah.
that is like definitely
Yeah. I mean, it could just be spammed, right, and hope on fucking removing the thing.
yeah. Pain strike. I would just sell that one in my opinion, but
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just because the DC is gonna be shite.
Well, again,
Again, yes, you use
I
yours. Yeah.
adjust the DC, but still,
Yeah. You can inflict D6 on non-lethal damage.
love that for me.
When it is Talents of Language, I think with some kind of.
yeah. I mean, it's mostly a claw attack item. It does have a nice niche thing where the wearer of it is immune to confusion and insanity.
This is written by two.
However, his wisdom is reduced by 2 as alien voices constantly whisper through their head.
Lul.
So that's interesting.
And then the poisonous strike at grade up, which basically is just gonna be sold.
Yeah.
And then the quest item.
So I guess we have to decide what we want to do with this staff. Do we keep it or do we
So,
sell it off?
are any of you able to cast Dimension Door?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we can at least recharge it. Cool. Because that's also been like, if none of us can cast any of these spells, then it just becomes mute anyways. Because we can no longer recharge the thing when it runs out.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like unless we really need the $1 billion for some reason, I
Well,
feel like
we are
keeping it for now is good.
potentially going to be fighting an even stronger dragon. That $1
I
billion.
know.
Well,
can equate
later,
to-
not currently. I don't
Well,
think
still.
we plan on heading down to Void Fucker yet.
Still.
Just throwing it out there.
I-
I mean, it
I-
is niche and nice, but it isn't like necessary.
Yeah. But at least would I say I agree with Leyland, hold on to it for now, and then yeah, when we get towards the design we're going to the void area, if we feel like we don't need it, then sell it then.
Because, like, we have multiple people who can cast Dimension Door. I have multiple ways to cast Teleport. So the only things we're getting out of it that we don't currently have other means to do is like Pass Wall, Astral Projection, and Phase Door. I might actually have Pass Wall as well. So it might
You will
just be the
definitely get it,
Astral
but just giving you a
Projection.
page. Because it's Sorcerer Wizard spell.
Hmm.
Oh, I forget.
It's
What the fuck
something
do another Sorcerer
similar.
Wizard do I...
Which?
Which?
Yeah, I
should
have
I
Pass Wall.
Oh, you do?
It's a patron spell for me.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. Well, then I would say,
So it's only
Megumi.
the astral projection and the phase door that we don't have
Yeah.
like current. And astral projection really only works on like one person, I believe.
Yeah.
And technically greater
Oh.
teleport, but we don't.
Additional willing touched. So, I mean, but like, are we really gonna want to be doing astral projection?
Nah, probably not.
And we don't need greater teleport either, because the island isn't that fucking big.
Yeah, I mean, the one benefit to greater teleport is you don't risk like being off.
Yeah, there's no chance of you
Destination.
arriving off target. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just not sure that like having that versus just using a regular teleport is gonna be.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. We can probably sell it as well.
I think someone had that special book too, right?
Yeah. I
Yep,
have it in my inventory, so that'll be
Indeed.
me and.
Now we can play rock,
Leyland.
paper, scissors.
Oh yeah, there's that
I
book.
know.
Yeah.
I forget
I
what's
mean,
that was
Leyland
for.
gotta
Oh yeah. I
fight
definitely.
over it.
Yeah, but I feel like putting it on the main caster is a lot better than.
Yeah, because its main is
Pardon me.
int, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, then it makes more sense to putting on you, because that releases your DCs as well for your fucking hexes and shit.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Okay, so if we sell everything except the quest item, the Wand of Remove Disease, and the
The ring.
Ring of Inner Fortitude, then let's divide that by 4. Then it would be over 100k per person,
Damn.
That's not
That's a lot
half
of
bad.
money.
and that is selling at 50%, which I
Yeah.
would think is the way we do the math here.
That
right?
definitely would put us like way ahead of the fucking difference.
Yeah. Is that what you want to do?
I'm off that. Like, it's fair, really, like, off those items isn't it much we would need.
Okay. Then I would say, Megumi, take the Wand of Remove Disease, if you haven't yet.
Okay.
And I have stolen my precious.
My precious.
So, with
I'm not
100k
gonna do the
each.
voice now, because I don't want to get copyright struck.
Which means I will probably be replacing the Ring of Sustenance for something better. Maybe. If I can find something better.
How many charges does the wand have? Do we know?
50, I'm
50?
guessing.
Yeah, they're max charge.
Okay.
All right. Well, does anything else happen or?
Yeah, so hour 2 is when I think you guys will all working together will kind of, after doubling up and tripling up some, you'll finish burying everything and getting the dirt all back in these holes.
John, is there any like tree nearby or some wood?
Yeah, you could find some wood and some tree stump or something like that.
I'm gonna make like a giant, like big makeshift fucking headstone.
How? What
Like
are you
just-
doing?
One piece of wood, another piece of wood, and just,
Oh, I see.
and
sure.
just basically indicate there's a fucking grave here.
All for all.
I'm not gonna plant it one of each.
Oh, just okay.
I was thinking of planting some acorns and stuff to kind of mark the area.
Sure, you could both do that.
But I will
Nice.
write on it with my knife, just bodies buried here.
That's morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly what. You're a
So-
true poet of our time.
I know it won't last forever, but the other thing I would like to do is to cast this spell in the area,
Consecrate.
just sort of as a tribute.
Sure.
Felix, pull out that permanent scroll you had hidden in your back pocket.
No, I don't think I will.
Okay.
It's just out of respect and, you know, offering prayers to the gods and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do this sort of thing.
Alright, ready to go?
Yep.
Do you want to talk with him
Okay.
first, or do you want to leave first?
No, let's just go.
Pervert.
We can talk and walk.
Yeah.
Back to the doors. I ain't walking, I'm teleporting our asses.
Oh, right.
We can talk while we teleport.
Yeah.
Where are you teleported back to camp?
I think we're going back to the Dwarvy place.
You wanna go back to the
give
dwarves?
that bro his thing.
His lantern.
Oh, yeah, you do
His
that.
lantern.
And also letting the king know that the dragon is dead and been dealt with.
I mean, you can go let the king know. I don't give a fuck about that king.
And yeah, I'll handle that.
Okay.
Sure. You go schmooze with your dwarves.
All right.
He just likes them
Ready
because
to
they're
teleport?
smaller than him.
Let's go, Whitney.
Go.
D100. D100.
I click my boots as I roll a D100. Oh boy.
Oh,
pretty
that's not a good one.
That's pretty
No, I think
high.
you're fine.
I think that's good enough still.
Because it's a studied, well-known place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's off target.
Well, that depends. I started carefully or very familiar with it at this point. We've been here so many fucking times.
Well, it's probably.
I would say it's studied carefully.
Very familiar is like.
Okay,
It's like
so
your
we are
home.
off target. Distance of is the percentiles of the distance that was. D percent is the distance that was to be traveled. Okay, D. Okay. So what? 30
So
miles?
You roll a D100. Alright, so we are 23% off target in a random direction.
So 7 miles in a random direction. Roll a d8.
Then... Is that right? No, that's not right.
2. So
It would be.
yeah. So you are 7 miles in a random eastern mountain peak.
Yeah.
It's percentiles, so it should be.
Times not divided.
Times.
Will it take us to
Okay,
walk
so 7 miles off target.
You want to teleport again, or do you just walk the 7 miles?
Well,
Walk 7 miles.
did we get a sense like where the fuck we are?
Right.
those
Yeah.
7
You
miles
probably
off?
need a survival check to gain your bearings. Then maybe perception.
Are we in the
Fuck it.
mountains?
No, no.
Yeah, you're in the
Doing
mountains.
it again.
Teleporting again. Fuck it. We're going.
Nice.
You grab everyone and
So I think
Right
we are.
now, fuck this.
Well, we're at the castle now.
poof, you appear in front of the dwarven
Gotta stay
entrance.
eventually.
I have
you
a
know.
big bone in my hand.
I was gonna say, I think it's only polite if we appear outside the front gate so that they have opportunity to
Bro.
do
Oh, I assume that's where you were
Green
trying to
tea.
teleport. Are you
Yeah,
trying to
no,
teleport?
that's where I was
Okay.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
outside the
right in
gate.
front of the king, actually.
in the key, in the bathtub with the king.
Oh my god.
Stop you that shit.
You appear, they do the thing where they're all surprised and they pull their weapons, someone just teleporting in, but then they quickly draw their weapons back because they all recognize you at this point. One of the dwarves clears his throat. Ah! The legendary adventurers, you're back! How
Yes.
did the...
Yeah.
Yes.
And I put the bone like in the ground. Dragon Slayer 2.
Amazing, I didn't think it would be possible. Come
Really proud
inside.
Of carrying that bone around.
Yeah. He likes
Yeah,
that
he
bone.
real-
I think he's
he-
gonna sleep with it as well now.
He's very proud of his bone.
Yeah, I hope his weapon doesn't
Yeah.
get jealous.
So the talk I actually wanted to have with you is that
Real
I'm
rough.
quitting this campaign and I don't ever want to talk with any of you ever again. Christ.
They step aside and wave you inside, and you guys can go into the Dwarven city once more. As you're carrying this bone around, it will just gather the attention of just every Commodore who looks upon you and will just like be shocked, and eventually people will start like murmuring, and word will get around that you've slayed this dragon that's been plaguing them.
Hi, mister.
And eventually they will.
Hi. I pull out the lamp. I got your lamp.
He was someone further into the town, I think. But
Okay.
anyway, as you're walking through,
Fair enough.
people eventually start to clamor and cheer as they understand what's happened as you walk through to
really
deliver
hate the
this
attention.
message to the king / go find this. I guess while the mountain's going towards he wants a meeting with the king, the rest of you are going to bring the lantern back to that dwarf.
Sure.
Alright, so at some point you guys split off, but until then, you're kind of walking together and everyone just eventually starts to split away for you to walk down the main street, and everyone just starts cheering and clapping, and kind of like a pseudo parade kind of forms behind you as they fill in the spots behind you.
I dip away.
They're just like,
Fuck
oh,
this.
yeah.
I pick
Dragon
Atahila up and
Slayers.
put her on my shoulders.
You cannot.
But yeah, there'll be cheers and shouts for the Dragon Slayers, and eventually you guys can peel off to go return the lantern. But the mountain, you can request an audience with the king, which of course you'll be granted. But one of the guards, he'll just say, did you want to wait for your friends?
No, they have other plans. We are doing this quickly. I don't know if you'll be staying long, but
Aye, alright. And yeah, I guess we'll do the king stuff first. So you're brought before the king. You can bow or kneel or do whatever you want.
to my kneel.
He will stroke his gray beard and say, "Aye, none of that. We should be kneeling for you, great Dragon
But,
Slayer."
hey, you kneel for me, your majesty. I will be asking what truly you need.
He will bow his head and he says, "The Dwarven Kingdom thanks you for your service. We did not expect you to achieve such greatness. What, may I ask, would be a suiting reward for your Dragon Slayers? What do you need from our kingdom? We're happy to do anything within reason that we can do for you."
As I put the bone down, I would ask if your best craftsman could make something out of this for me.
What would you want crafted? We could make many things with that much bone from a dragon.
I don't need a weapon, that I know. My partner that I have will be enough for me. Let's fuck up my characters, because
How about 10 million arrowheads?
you should have taken your bone yourself, please.
No.
I stand in the front to protect the people behind me. That is my one role. So whatever the royal craftsman would deem fitting for me and suit me for this task.
How long
I've
are you
got
in
this
town? We could reinforce your armor with dragon bone, imbuing it with special resistances or extra armor. If protection's
I will
what you're after.
potentially talk with the others. We also have probably some shopping to do. So
Well, you're in the place to do it.
I also bring sad but good news potentially. At the mouth to where the Dragon's Lair was, we found dwarves from who knows when. At first, I at least thought that maybe beating the dragon would free them. Well, it did free them, but not the way I had hoped.
I understand. There are many dwarves we sent to go try and deal with this over the years. We had thought they had died already. I understand. You did your best for our people. There's nothing
One
to
thing
apologize
I
for.
did make sure before we left was that each that was there at least got a barrier. For the people that want to visit that had family there, we planted them all kind of each own grave, and I marked a spot where they are. Since I do not know names, I could not give an individual one. But I marked at least that there are...
Is the area safe? Perhaps we could send our people to check the area and give them proper burials if...
We spent a few hours there, nothing came across us. But we did feel a pulse coming from there when we were done with the realm of the Dragon Slayer. Don't know what is done with that though. But at least for those hours we were there, nothing came across us.
We'll send some scouts, and if it's safe, we'll see what the area's about and see if we can bring back our dwarven people back home.
There are also humans and others buried there. They are
Humans?
only those. Yes, that surprised me too, Your Majesty. There were humans apparently there too. Probably there for many millennials.
Interesting. Well, we'll send some people to scout it out. You've done enough for us. Thank you.
And for a reward, whatever Your Majesty seems fitting. We did not do this out of a quest for you. We did this more of our own willing. So, I have no charge to demand or ask for any reward.
Well, you, send word to me to how long you plan on staying here, and ask your friends if there's any specific things they need help acquiring. And, make sure you stay at least a day, and we can figure out what proper reward to get you.
We'll make sure. The bone. Not everything needs to be used. A part can be chipped off, and that is for you to keep.
All right. He'll make a motion to some of his guards, and they'll come and get the bone off you and carefully carry it.
I've basically put it on the ground so they can just lift it off.
Yeah, so a few of them carry it away, and he'll let you know. He'll send word, or you're supposed to send word to them once you've decided what exactly you want to, if you want improved armament with it, or what you want.
Well, I will trust I will leave my armor. And like I said, I trust the Rollsmith to know what needs to be done. We will probably be fighting more dragons, and I know at one point we will face the Void of the South. So whatever they might be able to help me with that task, I would appreciate.
Yeah. He'll nod and...
No, it is quite heavy as I put it down.
Yes. We'll take care of it from here. Thank you so much. Please, enjoy your stay. And, you can head back to the town. We'll swing over to the other party members as you locate the dwarf who asked you to return this lantern. So you find him and you present the lantern. Ah! You actually returned alive! I can't believe it.
Dragon's dead.
You're more powerful than I ever could imagine. Several
That's
of our
so
kin
nice.
perished trying to slay that beast. Well, did you come across my family's lantern?
Yep, here it is. There you go.
Oh, amazing! He'll inspect it and look it over. I've not seen this in many generations. My family will be pleased. You've recovered it for us. I'm not super wealthy, but I can offer you what I can as a reward. Would you prefer a magic item, or do you want raw coin?
Personally, I love opening up random boxes.
I'm not sure if it'll...
Just
I'm not sure if you'll find use of it, but
That doesn't matter. I'll find use of it.
There are two, or there's a cape and a cloak that my family has come across that we don't really have much use for here, that perhaps either of you could use. If they don't interest you, then I can offer you some coin as a reward. The first item, as he pulls it out, is a large cape filled with eagle feathers.
Ooh, I think I might know what this is.
This'll save you if you take a tumble. It's very helpful for non-dwarves that traveling the mountains aren't experienced.
True.
You'll be affected a spell called Featherfall, as if you fell.
Yeah,
But it's a lot more stylish, as it'll transform you into an eagle.
Ooh, that
Let
is
you
pretty stylish.
do that for 10 minutes. And it'll give you the eyes of the eagle too, let you see things better.
Oh, I already have dragon eyes.
What? Oh, wow. Okay. The second one, he pulls out a cloak. It's a long green cloak with an embroidered image of an ancient oak on the back. And he said, "This one's a little strange. We found this on our travels. Once per day, you can assume the shape of a tree.
Oh my god. I've heard
It's
of
more
a
of
legendary
a...
cleric wearing this cloak
I have heard of a
in
cleric
eons past.
who did this famously. It's a good blending in technique, I guess. Well, not much in the mountains, there are not many trees, but I suppose if you're in a forest, you can blend in really easily.
Ah, yes, because there are so many forests. I mean, there's one down on the board, I guess.
Any of these interest you as your reward?
I look to the others. I mean,
I'm,
technically, I
I'm
didn't put
already
this
wearing
close.
a cloak, but you know, I don't know if the others might have use of it.
That's sad.
Perhaps a lovely gift card.
Well, I guess it sounded like you'd rather some coin.
Yeah, I think so, unfortunately, because we're all wearing cloaks already, and
That's unfortunate.
they're
To be
like-
clear,
they're
they are
matching.
shoulder slots. I don't know, remember if
Yeah.
cloak or... Okay,
yeah, cloaks are all shoulder slots.
gotcha.
so-
Okay. So he nods, folds them away, and he'll give you a chest with 500 platinum pieces in it.
Okay. I'll add that to the total, and then I'll tell everyone how much money they get.
Depending on us also how much we sell for. Who knows, maybe we'll get a bonus in the selling. We are heroes of this town. Or kingdom,
Wow.
rather.
Yeah, if you trade here, you can do 65% selling. Which would just add 15% of whatever your cost was, or whatever you calculated. I
That would
guess.
be, what, 15,000 more gold?
This is if you buy and sell here. So if you're just selling, it won't work. You have to buy things here too.
Yeah. Well, okay. It's the buying part that's cheaper, right? Let's just.
Sure. So just to make things easy, sell for
Yeah.
the 50, and then they'll give you discounts if you buy things here.
All right, then everyone, please take $1 billion.
Or build
Like
it like that.
this much GP.
Hell yeah. Windfall.
Indeed.
Well, I don't want to discard my hand. You don't get that one, John?
What?
I don't want to discard my hand.
Oh, because it's a magic card, Windfall.
Yes.
I will say to the party that I would like to spend at least a day here in prayer at the local church. You know, if they're okay with us having a little downtime.
No, that's okay. I think there's some books that need reading as well.
Yes, well, you know. So I talked to His Majesty. He's very grateful. He specifically even told me that if any of you need something very specific acquired from here or something, to send word, and he will do his best to try and help in that assistance.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Also, he asked how many days we might be spending, as I basically was able to have the loyal smiths working on my armor together with the dragon bone to try and help with the fights we will have later.
I thought you were gonna.
Couple.
Hence why I currently don't have anything on.
I thought you were going to grind the bones to make your bread.
I'm not an ogre.
Also, could you like put
Slightly
a
racist.
towel? Could you put a towel on or something?
I'm still wearing a shirt! Alright, John. Here's something I need to talk to you about. If I want to try and enhance my weapon more, how the fuck is that gonna function considering the whole... it has a mind?
I don't know. You're gonna have to bring it to someone to upgrade it and see what they say.
I would ask my partner first, like, if I bring you to a smith or a wizard to try and make you stronger, will they potentially find out that you are, well, awoken?
That's a good question. I'm not sure, but I don't need any upgrading. I am as powerful. Well, I can only improve by seeking out more dragons and feasting on their hearts and flesh.
Yes. I meant more the materialistic form of you. I could make that part stronger. Still. But of course it is that we run the risk of, if they find out.
I can conceal my nature, if that's what you wish. Although, I assume you'd pick someone trustworthy to handle me.
I'll probably find the smith that worked on you before you woke.
Yes, that should
He
be
was the
fine.
one that also gave me the nice polish you enjoy.
Yes. Should be no issues.
First, let's see what I have on the shit I wanted to buy. That has got done, right? I wanted to buy bracelet of second chance. What was that again? Right, when I'm hit by critical or sneak attack, I can immediate action for damage roll converted into normal hit. And it only has 7 juices, right? Then there was potentially able to take these boots. Fuck it, I'll get his juice. What is the discount on?
They will put you at a 20% discount.
Nice. So that'll take me one. And minus 16,800.
Are the rest of you just like shopping, looking at items?
I'm doing that
Well,
right now.
so obviously my story about going to the church to pray, she is going to the church,
Uh-huh.
but
She
she has business at the church.
Alright, yeah, so while you're all doing that stuff, Megumi, you can find the local shrine / church where they've constructed into the mountain here. It's a... not all the gods are present here, but there are statues to most of them, but they're all in like dwarven kind of representation.
And then the other important thing is that she would make sure that she was coming alone.
Yeah, so you walk there and you find it. There are a few clerics or priests walking around this little alcove. Not little, it's pretty big alcove of cave that's been dug out. So it's a big, like, you walk in and it's like a big open kind of concave area. And there are like little podiums with these dwarven representations to 5 or 6 gods. You can kind of recognize like the one that's like all armor clad and stuff looks like Tencel. Clearly, the one holding a scythe that's like in a cloak. Clearly, kind of Forno. But they're all like dwarven stature and stuff. Is there any god that you're looking for specifically, or are you just kind of wanting to be in this area?
I'm wanting to actually talk to one of the clerics.
Sure. One of the dwarven, they're wearing like this white robe with a hood over them, and it has like this nice silver trim on the sides of it and stuff. And you'll kind of seeing you're kind of looking around, clearly looking like you want to talk to someone, and you'll kind of say, "How may I help you?"
I will speak to him in Dwarven, and I will say, "Hello, brother. I wish to have a day of service to the gods. I was hoping perhaps there might be some work for me to do here."
We're always looking for volunteers if you're willing to do some service to the gods. There's lots of tending and maintenance that we do here. If there's any god in particular you'd like to pay homage to, you can make sure to clean up their statue and stuff like that. If not, you can, he pulls out like this clipboard and a piece of paper and flips it over. Looks like one of us called in sick today. You can assume their duties. They were supposed to clean the water pond over there, and he points over there, and there's this little pond that's been made with these rocks around it. There's like a little net near there to like clean out some of the debris and stuff that's been getting in there. And then after that, you can sweep around the statues if you want.
Absolutely. I was hoping that also while I'm here, if I could perhaps get a page of spell knowledge.
What strength were you looking for?
A 2nd level spell called Silent Table.
That is definitely in our wheelhouse to provide you. I'll prepare that while you do while you're helping with your duties.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
And of course, whatever you feel comfortable donating, you don't have to pay anything if you can't afford it. We can just give it to you, but if you can afford it, we definitely would not deny a donation.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you can go about your duties, and like about a few hours into them, he'll present you with a page of spell knowledge with Silent Table on it.
I actually am going to donate a full 4,000, the full cost of what that would.
Oh, are you sure?
Absolutely. I believe the church's work to be important.
Thank you, thank you.
But I just realized that apparently should have had a +1 to damage and attacks for a while. Because I forgot to update my weapon training.
Oh no.
It didn't matter, but it was like, it's funny.
Is there anything else you'd want to do here or are you just going to attend to your duties and do
I'm just mostly tending to my duties, also purposefully giving myself cover so that if any people that would report back to Jet, I mean, if he was observing me, it would just look like I'm, taking care of the church and helping out kind of thing.
Everyone else, are you I mean, you don't have, like, unless these items are, like, crucial to progressing the game, we don't have to, like, sit here and shop, unless you want to. If you want to, we can do that. But yeah, it's up to you guys. If you want to do that, or...
I'm just thinking stuff about things. Mainly because I want to.
Is there anything else
Yeah.
specifically anyone else want to do while you're here?
Well, so what I would like to do,
Hmm.
once I'm back and I'm assuming we're staying at like an inn or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would at some point get Atahia and Leyland to the side, cast Silent Table,
Mm-hmm.
and I would ask them if they know of any way to read a secret message.
Ooh.
Hmm.
A magically secret message.
I believe I might. Let me check for you real quick.
Oh. Yeah, hold on. I have this spell, right? I tell you, I got you, just, I gotta do preparations, so I would, need a day.
Okay, wonderful. I appreciate it.
Just in case it wasn't clear, Jess, let me type something to you.
Okay.
Sleep.
I just didn't know if you. Yeah, I thought maybe you didn't understand.
Yeah, I did not. Oh, okay, I get it. So I actually then would not be doing this. I mean,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
still
'cause
want
you
the
can already
silent
read it.
table.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I still want the silent table
Sure.
thing, but I guess I wouldn't have asked. So
Then I don't got you.
She got herself.
So at some point when I'm alone in my room, I would be
Uh-huh.
I would be looking at that basically.
And-
Saying the
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. If you do that, then the real message will reveal itself to you. Oh, I hate that I can't. Let me know if you can read that. I don't know why it doesn't copy the text from my notes properly. I think if you click it, it makes it easier.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you read the spell fully, but if you just use you can like convert it back to the secret the normal
Public
message.
message. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And I'm putting it in my Black Marketeers bag.
Sure. I don't know if I heard a response to Mountain asking how long you wanted to stay here. Did everyone agree?
We're definitely here for a couple of days.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay.
Because things seem to take some time at least.
And we
sure.
also apparently have ability damage that we need to rest off as well.
Well, I think you have restoration, right? Or lesser at least.
Yeah,
I do.
But yeah, you don't
They
need
do
to.
cost resources, I think.
Does it? Oh.
Yeah, it does.
Well, you're fucking rich. Use them. Not you have time.
Hey.
You have time. You can rest and recover these.
I'll probably just say a week, right? Like, we also just been through like a fucking dungeon with a dragon fight and shit like that. Like, we could rest for a week.
Yeah,
information
anyone
also
doing
about the
anything
next dragon.
specifically on the next few days, or I'll just cover some important things that happen on certain days?
Nothing I can think of right now.
Alright.
I will probably go to the weaponsmith that I got my polished thing from
Yeah? Okay.
at one point, and tell him that I might need him to work on my partner here.
Yeah. Oh, what we should probably do is tell the king what rewards we want, and
Yep.
I'm probably just gonna be vague and just like, I love arrows. If you got any cool arrows, hit me up, bro.
Alright. Cool arrows. Anyone else?
I also forget. Last time the weapon then suddenly appeared next to me.
What appeared next to you?
My weapon, it suddenly disappeared from him and was next to me. But what? Can I like? Because that like was a whole issue. All of a sudden he like apologized because the weapon was just gone all of a sudden. For sure. I just forget. Can I like leave it somewhere, or is it like it can't be very far away from me before it just fucking yoinks back to me?
That was before it was sentient, and I think it just
True.
gained sentience and came back to
Yeah, so I don't know what you want to try. Do you want to just
I'm
try
really
leaving
proud
it
of
here and see what happens, or do you want to...
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Alright. You leave it here, you tell them... What are you getting done? Are you just getting it plus up, or what do you...
I'll talk through that. Because I also need to see like if it's. I will probably get something on the weapon, but I also need to.
Okay, so yeah, you can figure that out. But yeah, you're leaving it him, you tell him what you want, and he starts working on it. He will remark how it looks different and veiny and shit now and stuff, more pronounced than usual, and it's like a constant red glow now, as if you had just struck a creature. He just remarks that that's an unexpected thing that the blood crystal's doing. He hasn't seen this before.
They did fight a dragon, so
Ah.
maybe that is something to do with that.
Maybe we have never tested dragon's blood interacting with our blood crystals. Good to know, good to know. But yeah, he'll take the weapon from you and begin working on it. Anyone else have any specific requests for a reward from the king?
I'm looking at what I might want to upgrade at the moment, so
Yeah, I can't really think of anything at the moment.
Okay.
I think after I send in my request for arrows, I send in a second note that says "Be creative," signed everyone else.
well, I mean, I do have an idea.
Okay.
I would ask if I could get greater talismans of warrior's courage and pentacle if they have the means to craft those.
Sure.
I guess I should do this. So I'm immune to dragon fear?
While wielding the weapon.
Yeah. I'll just update it in there as a custom dragon fear. Oh, that didn't probably get added. Hey. This now can't even be shaken. Alright, back to not looking at the weapon with the last bit of gold I have left. What is with your classified as, my dear friend? Classified as a +3 weapon. I have just enough to get it up to a +4 of some kind. Because I use my money on everything else. Yeah, I'm missing 9,000 gold for that, so that's not that thing. Then I might actually not put the weapon there, just because.
Do you need me to add the talisman to your sheet, Joss?
I think I can do it.
Okay. I already have it open if you don't.
Oh, if you wanna do that.
Greater Pentacle?
Pentacle and Warrior's Courage were the two that I was
Greater
hoping
ones?
for. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically so that they don't get consumed, because like I know that the Warrior's Courage got consumed last battle.
Right.
Yeah, this is a +2, so I actually don't put the weapon there, John. I don't. I am missing exactly 9,000 gold to actually get the upgrade.
Jeez.
Okay, I spent my money on getting a +5 cloak, a +5 ring of protection, upgrading my physical might belt from +2 to +4. It's a lot of the money I had spent on that, and getting gloves of dueling, which increases my weapon training by 2. So that's a sure +2 to hit and damage while I use the weapon. And then shoes of firewalking.
So yeah, they can get you these talismans, but they will ask for some like monetary contribution to their crafting. So if you
Okay.
could just minus 5,000 gold, and I will put those on your sheet.
Okie doke, thank you.
Yeah.
Boop. Boop. Alright, you should have those talismans now.
Thank you.
And then for Leyland, they will give you 2 arrows.
I love that.
They let you know that 1 arrow is a means of like a distress signal. You can shoot it in the air. Yeah, they basically explain like you can shoot it, and anyone should be able to hear it within 500 feet. It is now on your sheet.
Nice.
And this next arrow, they present you in this nice mithril lined case. They kind of open it up carefully and show it to you, and they say, "We have not had a marksman among us in some time, and the king saw it fit that since you slew this dragon, this should go to you. It's an arrow that has been in our people since as long as we can remember, but we figured we're never going to use it, so now is the time for someone to make use of it."
Nice.
And I'll put it on your sheet, and you can figure out if you want to discuss with people anything about that, but it is on your sheet.
Real quick, so we sell items for 60%?
No, sell for
just-
half. But that's...
Just sell it for half, but everything can be bought here at a 20% discount.
Okay.
Yeah, don't. I turn up there because I'm asking him to instead work on the shield, but so he sees the weapon that way. But I don't leave the weapon with him. I leave my
Sure.
shield to get that upped.
Alright.
The arrow doesn't seem to be on my character sheet. Maybe I'm blind. Or is it in the box in the bag?
It might went into a different section of your sheet because it's a special arrow. It's in your equipment. I see it below your ring of the troglodyte.
Ah, thank you. I'm just blind. Ah.
So go to where we got the potions for helping with slaying the dragon and give 2 potions back to him.
Ah, yep, perfect. They'll thank you.
Okay, that is a dank ass arrow.
Hell yeah, it is.
Actually, there's one thing I'll do. I'll go to like, not a weaponsmith, right? I'll go to like one that makes tools, and I'll ask him to make me a really nice, sturdy skinning knife that shouldn't have any trouble cutting into like any kind of skin, potentially even dragon skin.
All right, are you doing this like the magical item to give you a plus bonus on whatever, like a tool, like a Masterwork Thieves tool, but
Yeah, because I always masterwork now that I have, but I don't know if that's like, is there a step up from just like it being masterwork tooled?
hey, well, sorry, what did you say?
So I already have a masterwork skinning knife.
Okay. I'm saying, do you want to do that thing where like there's that rule where it's like you can make any magic item to plus 2 a skill? Is that what you're trying to do here, or are you just trying to? I don't know.
I guess how much would that cost?
I can't remember. I thought you because you usually do it.
No, because I didn't even know that was a thing.
What are you talking about? You always want to do it. You're the crafting
I'm
boy.
used on tools.
You're the crafting boy. Yeah, if you can look it up. I have too many windows open. It should be the same price as like any other tool that enhances a skill by a certain point or whatever. I think it's around like 4,000 or 5,000 around there.
Skill, right, here, skill competence, right, I get look. Right, yes, bonus squared times 100. So that would be that would be 400? That does, wait, what? I guess that is right, okay. So, how much gold do I have left?
The only thing about this arrow is that it kind of really wants me to be a ranger,
Yeah, true.
but it is what it is.
So that's it, so
I mean, there are other things that are good for anyone.
Yeah. Well, the first thing, what it is directly does nothing for me because my bow just does this but better. So the way that it works with bows and arrows, if both have an effect, then it doesn't stack, of course.
But the saving throw thing is pretty good.
That one is fucking insane. The full round action is definitely very cool.
Yeah.
The second part of that is like, I mean, I guess that just doesn't apply.
Depends on your use. I might rule of cool it if it's like you're doing it for an epic moment. I might say
I
like
can
you
see
can
that.
expend the arrow and do like do that.
Yeah. And just the last part is just thematically really cool.
Yeah.
So John, what would you say would be like a best way to make like a skin out of? Like adamantite, mithril?
Well, if you're specifically wanting to make it so that it pierces like dragons and stuff, you'll probably use
Yeah,
some
like
of
it
that.
would be able to like skin anything.
They'll probably use some of that dragon bone and like sharpen it and enhance it with magic, so it's like a magical dragon bone that pierces any animal hide, including dragon skin.
So yeah, basically I calculated it will cost me 2,000 to get it to a +5 competence, plus whatever I guess normal skinning knife gives, which is 2, so total of +7.
I don't think it stacks. I think it would just be
They
a
don't
plus
stack.
5.
Okay. Yeah, that's still fine. You can just say that, yeah, like it. Maybe normally you've given me penalties if I would try and skin a dragon with a normal knife. Now at least this thing doesn't. So yeah, I'll do that.
Alright.
So 2,000. It cost me this much. I paid the other one.
So no discount on this. Just treat that as a premium for making like a special drag. So 2K.
Oh, just 2. Okay, because it actually is 2,500 normally.
Oh. Okay. Then just yeah. So fine. 2,500.
All right.
So normally it would cost more, but the 20% is making it 2,500. And you can get
Dragon
yeah.
bone skinning
Masterwork Dragon Bone.
magical master
Yes.
work dragon bone skinning knife.
There you go.
What a long ass name. That's just so that is 2 punches.
Were there any other things people want to do before I go to some events happening in the first few days of you guys being here?
No, I don't think so.
Actually, before I run into that, we're about halfway through our session. Why don't we take a five-ish minute break?
Let's
I'm
do
going to
that.
grab some water and use the washroom, so I will be right back. Alright, any other questions or anything, or can I roll to an event that happens on day 2 of your stay here?
Event.
Event. Alright, day 2, sometime in the middle of the day, you're all kind of maybe doing your own thing or whatever, but at some point you probably gather for meals and stuff, like when you have lunch and stuff like that. So it'll be like in the middle of your lunch when the dwarven innkeeper will kind of walk over to your table, and he'll say, "Sorry to bother you, but we have a visitor at the gates who says he's here to he wants to talk to you guys.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He's an elf, and he's wearing this fancy armor. I never seen him before or heard about him, and he seems to know who you
I
are,
will
and he requests him to speak to you.
describe Raoul to him.
No, doesn't seem to be that person.
Well, did he give a name?
No.
Okay, well,
Okay. Well,
let's figure him out, I guess.
Yeah, he'll walk back over to the counter or whatever. And
I'll just shove the food in my mouth.
Yeah. Alright.
It'll still be here when you get back. I'll make sure it's kept warm if you.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
well, you never know what
So
might
nice.
happen.
Anything you guys want to do in particular before you go to the gates to meet
I
this
look
person?
at my test like,
Try
yeah, still don't
not
have
to
the
get
armor. Well,
assassinated.
here's hoping. Don't get into a fight while I'm armorless.
It's fine.
You guys can
It's
handle a
nice.
single elf.
It's just gold
Yes,
dragon
just-
saying hi.
No, yeah. That would make sense.
All right. Anyone else doing anything? Atahia, Megumi?
Well, I mean, I have spells, I have my stuff. I'm pretty prepared, so
Okay.
I'm not precasting any spells or anything like that. But I'm ready.
I just have my partner. Actually, I will do one thing. No, I won't. I will just have my partner in the sheath. And just telling him that if he sense anything, let me know. Also, does that classify me holding him, or do you want me to have him specifically in my
Yeah,
hand?
that's what I was about to say. Like, he can only do those things while he's like actively like in your hand.
Oh, okay, he can. Well, okay, I have the whole dragon fear thing. I'm guessing while he's actively in my hand,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
he can
you
talk
need
to me
to-
telepathically, right?
He
That was
can,
all.
but-
Close the electrical circuit, you know.
But to activate, like, it's like a combined effort thing, so he can't use any of those abilities without being in like your hand.
Fine.
So like,
Then
if you ever
I'll-
want to like
I'll-
sense dragons, you can just like grab the handle or whatever, and then it'll like activate
I'll,
your.
I'll just hold him like this, basically.
Sure.
It's just, relaxing. Not in a threatening pose.
Atahia, Megumi, anything you guys are doing, or you chilling? All right.
I'm just-
But like,
Yeah, I'm going with, but I'm just chilling right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys head out to the entrance. There are a bunch of doors with their like halberds like kind of pointed at this elf, and he's just kind of just chilling back, keeping his distance.
Do my friends sense any dragons near us? He said he
No.
can sense where they are now.
If you ask, I don't know if you ask him, but he doesn't say anything.
No, I just tell him, like, if he sends, like, anything off, let me know.
There are no dragons nearby.
That's good. I will tell the others that as, like, we're getting there, sort of hush that only they hear. I don't think it's a dragon, at least my friend doesn't get a weird vibe from them. Oh, right. After you had his drink, we kind of now know where the other dragons are.
Okay.
Let's say
That's
approximate
not
location at least.
concerning at all.
Yep. It's very normal.
So yes, you come out here. The dwarves have their halberds like pointing at this elf as he's just kind of standing back there calmly, like waiting. You guys approach the situation. The dwarves kind of look over their shoulder and say, "You know this elf?"
I give him a quick once-over.
You don't recognize him.
Not particularly, but maybe he's nice.
He'll call out from... He's giving you a good distance, like 20 feet back, and he says, "Yes, I am nice. I just want to talk." As you look at him, he's wearing this, like, silverish armor. It's kind of like almost full plate. It's just, like, plated from, like, head to toe. But it has, like, that elven craftsmanship.
Just like me.
But it has, like, that elven craftsmanship, clearly not dwarven made. It's not, like, bulky or anything. It's very looking lightweight and flexible.
Guys, watch this. I'm gonna go over there. You can come with. I'm gonna do the secret elf handshake to see if he's a real elf.
I still say from that side. Do you have a name?
I'd prefer not to shout, but if the dwarves will let me in, or if you can come over here, we can speak more plainly.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking over.
Alright, the dwarves will, if you mention you want to go out, the dwarves will part way and give you room to walk between them. Are all of you following Leyland?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you all walk out, the dwarves kind of close the gap after and keep their halberds like pointed. You walk toward him, and he, as you approach, he gives you a bow, and he says, "Hello, my name is Callius. I've known of your arrival for some time. Most of you being from the continent Maldonia. We've heard your original purpose here was to seek out some diamond, which didn't concern us, but you've recently seemed to have disturbed one of the dragon's domains. I can presume from the wave of energy that we experienced that he's no longer with us. I'd like to thank you for exterminating such an evil creature. We did start to get concerned as we heard that the Maldonians had genocided their dragon population, and we here...
worried if they will be every dragon, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh no,
We wanted to
we're not
clarify
that kind
your
of people.
purpose here.
Who,
That-
like,
That guy.
who
That
are you, and where did you come from, and who cares about...
I know. This dude. Gold Dragon Minion. Say hi.
Indeed, I am a servant of Aruam, the Gold. He is quite concerned that your presence here would mean an impending attack upon his life. I'm here to see your intentions.
As long as this gold dragon doesn't fuck with us, got no reason to fuck with it.
Aruam stays out of the affairs of the others.
Oh, that's nice.
But he has sent me here to determine what has happened.
Well, you see, this nightmare dragon was fixated on our party, kept trying to deprive us of sleep, so naturally
I
we...
really don't like my sleep being disturbed.
Oh, she gets really cranky.
Also tried
That's
to kill us once
the
or twice.
wickedest way to piss me off.
He nods toward the mountain. I assume you're all being funny, but I believe the larger one here speaks the truth. I assume he threatened your life, and this is what drove you to such
Yeah, well,
measures.
step one is he tried to murder us. We fucked him up. He ran away like a little bitch, and then he started harassing us in our dreams. And then we're like, you know what? Fuck this guy. We're walking up to him and we're clobbering him.
Additionally, he was enslaving many mortals to fuel his little dream hole.
Yeah,
So-
we didn't know about that originally, but when we saw that, we were like, oh, that's pretty fucked up. Don't
we
do
were
that.
we were aware of this and quite disapproving of it, but Aruam has made a truce with the others that we will not interfere with their affairs as long as they do not interfere in ours.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And with the concern of hunting the others, well, most likely the monarch to the south will...
Why would you just tell that to another dragon, bro?
Because he's a fucking idiot. That's why.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
anyway.
your honesty. We have no qualms with you hunting evil creatures of this land.
That's nice.
Then as long as Arun isn't evil, you guys Gucci.
Arum serves the betterment of the realm and the world.
Yeah, he's not evil at all. I'm no as someone that's relatively practiced in racism, I know that gold dragons are pretty good.
Yes.
I do have a question for you, considering you serve a room. Do you know anything about the death creators and what's up with the whole soul slinkering bullshit?
What are you speaking of?
The
So
big holes with voices.
The chasm.
To you.
Oh, yes. What would you like to know about these things?
why the fuck are they still around?
Well, they were created some time ago. I'm not sure the exact date, so I'm not very well read on the histories, but they've been around since I've been here. I'm quite old. I'm told they were spawned by the ancient magics of this land that the humans meddled with, creating some sort of curse upon the land. I'm told it captures souls of those who die within its vicinity, and of those who died when its creation. So, if you're planning on dying, try not to do it near one of those chasms, as I think it will try to collect your soul.
I don't plan on that.
Forno
Dude.
must be really pissed.
Is there anyone that been trying to, well, close it?
I believe these magics are beyond our understanding, but as your cleric here correctly pointed out, we're pretty confident that the gods are not pleased with this meddling of the cycle. It sounds like some sort of holy quest, to be honest, probably to deal with these things. I'm not much of a holy man, but it seems outside the realm of our understanding of what to do about it.
No potential holy side quest? Okay. Well. Since, again, oh god, it's lagging. Holy cow, it's lagging.
Sorry, I just realized that all my buffs were still active, so I'm deactivating them.
Oh,
on
okay.
normal,
I was
which
like,
is making
why
things
is
lag.
it just lagging so much? Since again that you serve a room, is there anything you can tell us about the monarch to the south?
You're speaking of the dragon that hails that area?
I'm speaking about the Void Cunt, yes.
I know not much except for his name. Oh, I know a little bit more, but
You can't speak of it.
yes, we're not to meddle in their affairs, as it would break our truce.
Whatever you can share would be appreciated. I have a personal grudge with him and his fanatics.
Well, I can speak of things that are neutral, I assume. His name that is known to us is Nilvacius.
Spell that out in chat, please.
Yes. I can tell you that he is quite old. He's been here since the inception of our land, as far as I know. I know his main overarching goal is to repopulate the dragons that have been decimated, and he looks to the Maldonians in your homeland.
Bless him.
Many of the dragons here are refugees from your continent. We did not have as many before that event.
Sorry about that. I personally had nothing to do with it, so.
Yes, that's Aurum is not even if most of them, or not most of them, even if many of them were evil, Aurum is not in favor of genociding all the dragons. So he is not opposed to you hunting down these quite evil creatures that are doing evil, but if they are quote unquote known to be misguided but not actively doing anything harming anyone, prefer that you do not hunt down his kin. He will not
That
actively
is
try to
quite
stop you,
understandable.
but will not look
That
favorably on
is
it.
also my own belief. I do not seek to wanting every dragon killed if they are minding their own business and does not hurt the common folk.
The
At
red,
least no reason to do. So.
the red, she is known to be nefarious, but she's not actively doing anything. So we'd prefer you not kill her, unless you see her doing anything that's opposed to our knowledge or outside of our knowledge of what she's doing.
Be talking with the Dwarven Kingdom, and if they have felt anything from her, then take it from there.
I'm
But if
sure
they
they've had their squalls and conflicts, but as far as we know, she's not actively oppressing them or enslaving anyone. Or
Exactly.
Oh,
So
that's
if it's
nice.
just the common fights of, yes, they meet outside, that I will take to her protecting her territory and them also fighting for survival. It is a different if she is trying to oppose her might on them. Because she is just stronger. That I will not stand. But if it is, yes, just skirmishes because they live there, she lives there, sometimes they get too close. That
You'll
is
notice
part of the world.
a slight like flicker in his eyes as you guys are talking. Like they just go like a shade of like a bluish white, like over like his eyes. This is just me visualizing how someone might activate their constant detect good and evil. The same thing with like detect magic. I imagine there's like a visual, like something happens to your eyes and you can like see the magic. So you've seen detect good or evil. It's a low level spell. You've all probably come across it. You just see like him activate this in front of you.
I mean, I do detect good. Well, no, I detect lawful neutral technically. Unless
Yeah, I
you're
think you
chosen
guys are
to
high
change
enough
mine.
level to detect to
Yeah,
protrude your
pretty
aura.
Radiate. Yeah, probably.
Let me just double check this spell. It's been some time since I've looked at it. There is no saving throw. So if you are between hit dice so 11 or higher for cleric or paladin. I assume oracle is probably thrown in there. You're gonna have an overwhelming of whatever your aura is.
I think this is neutral good.
I'm neutral good.
Okay. And then a normal creature, if you're 11 to 25 hit dice, you have moderate of your aura. So you no need for everyone to announce. I'll just look at your character sheets, unless you have
for
something to
me,
conceal that.
Yes, I do, but it depends because this is one of the things I was doing, and I already have on my character sheet. But it does. It's not an instant thing because it was a tattoo that I made.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to look at how quickly I can craft this to see if it's already active or not.
Sure. I'll look at other people first. To here, you will. Okay, you're not doing anything to conceal your thing, right? I mean,
Well, that depends. Does the mask conceal it?
Her aura, no. Her identity,
No.
yes, but.
You know mine, but that depends. Like that is the last. I don't know if any of my action would have caused that to change. That is for you to decide.
Also, the weapon radiance as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like
then.
after all of this, you
Well, he
definitely
might.
have shifted.
The weapon might fucking hide his.
Yeah.
I think
but
I would
don't
tell
think
my
the
if
weapon
okay.
can hide his aura.
Didn't. No,
I
okay.
don't
I,
think
guess
so.
he can just hide his presence from being like detected but tempting and awoken.
I just
that's what
made
he's
some
like-
generic statement about him being crafted with and said it would be fine.
Oh, okay.
He didn't say anything about
Gotcha.
concealing.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
not
I said I
actually
could
mechanic.
conceal my nature or something, but nothing specific about what exactly
not
that
next-
meant. But.
Fair. Well, this might be an interesting conversation, but
Yeah, so in the middle of your talking, you see his eyes do that, and he definitely fixates on you, Mountain, with the clear thing on your back, and he doesn't say anything specifically, but you just notice his like eyes linger on everyone, and lingers longer on you. And then
yeah,
he'll,
maybe more my weapon too.
he'll look back to the group and say, how is it that you felled such a powerful dragon? As I understand it, he was felled once, but raised even stronger as an undead dragon. Quite difficult.
Super
We did
easy.
it with the power of friendship.
Yes. Lots of magic stacked on top of each other. I shoot like 20 billion arrows around. And turns out in his lair was his weakness as well. So the thing that was granting him immortality just destroyed the shit out of that.
No special weaponry as he kind of looks to the mountains back. I am curious
know
what you hold.
hint at.
I can sense a
actually-
malevolence coming from your backside where you hold
Oh
this
yeah,
thing.
that weapon was trying to eat me all day yesterday.
God, I wish I had a chair and popcorn right now.
He has a annoyance for the arcane.
You speak as if
and-
it's a person. Is this alive? Sentient?
For me to tell you any more, I will need you to make me a promise.
In your
Feels
head
comfortable.
booms, "Do not trust him! His line of questioning sounds dangerous."
He already has an inkling, and I'm fairly sure he is certain that you are what you are, my friend. Now the question will just be, can we convince him to not do anything about it?
I'm gonna find a comfy spot on the ground to lay down and bathe in the sun.
What is your demand of me before we speak further?
What I am to tell you, you will not make drastic actions, but you will give me a chance to prove that I can be trusted.
I trust you.
With the information I'm about to give you, that might change.
Well,
All I ask for is a
Gia
chance.
giggles.
well,
Yeah,
he puts
no,
a
this
hand.
is actually quite funny.
Puts a hand over like his heart and he says, "I vow to take no drastic actions here. And even if I wanted," and he looks to all of you, "I'm pretty sure I could not best all of you, even if I wanted to."
Oh, but you can best him, I think.
I do not think so. If you
Okay, maybe not.
all bested a great beast like that, I would have no hopes against you.
Okay.
So really, I am here at your mercy. And he removes his hand, but I still make the vow nonetheless.
I speak of him as my friend and partner, and you say as if he's living. Even against his better judgment, I will choose to trust you. He is. During our fight with some corrupted creature in the Sailor town to the north of here, he bathed in enough blood with the help of the crystals that the dwarves imbued. I guess they have never seen enough combat with the weapons they have used, or maybe specifically that kind of combat against that sort of creature. But after the fight, my dear partner and friend woke up with his own mind. He has a specific hate for the arcane and wishes to drink the blood of those arcane beings. Now, I have been able to make it so far that has only been the things that we have had to fight, not going out killing strange ghosts that wields magical powers or anything like that. One thing happened though. Then so far as I know, he can still hear, right? Even if I don't hold him, he has all sense.
Mm-hmm.
In the lair, the thing I've been told from my tribe was, what you hunt, you should eat.
Give me a
So
fort
far-
save.
Oh, Christ, buddy, now?
Yeah, of course. The weapon
29?
does not
You
want
resist it, but you'll just get this like pain in your head, and he'll just say, "Stop speaking." But you can like overcome the pain. You just feel like there's pain, but you're like, eh. That was a good fort save, so you're just like, fuck, like I don't care. He serves a dragon. Do not tell him of my new lusts.
I will not mention your lust. I will mention what happened, but the lust I will not.
So for everyone else, the mountain just kind of like stops speaking for like a few seconds, and then. But that's kind of normal for the mountain. He kind of
He's getting
takes
mind
time
controlled.
to
He's
say
getting
things.
mind controlled.
I don't know if any
Shut
of
up,
you.
Galen. Go read your books.
Oh, I don't
As
have
I was
one.
saying,
I gave it away.
I have been told that what I hunt, we kill. So far, the things we have fought has been things of stone. Death, monsters with tentacles and such, or humanoids. Not really something you would hunt and eat. This
Give me a
time
will
we-
save.
Okay. 17.
You can swear under the, so like as you're talking, you can swear the elf is like muttering under his breath like disgusting giant. Ugh. Like you swear you saw him say that, but the rest of your party doesn't react. None of you other heard that. But you stop speaking, pausing, like confused at the thought of hearing that, and he kind of looks at you.
I'm gonna
confused.
sheath my weapon real quick. I mean, let's just say it might also be him that's affecting me with that. I don't know.
Is something wrong?
No, nothing. Just
You seem to be struggling to get this story out.
like I said, the final thing we hunted was
It's
something
probably because
good.
you're a stupid giant ogre.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, what? I'm trying to wait for you to tell the story. Is your friend alright? He looks at the rest of you.
Yeah, I think he's a little schizophrenic, but that's okay.
He's what?
He hears voices in his head.
A part of what I consumed was the corrupted heart of the undead dragon.
You ate it?
Not all of it, but a piece, yes.
It's
My
pretty
God.
gross, to be honest.
Yeah. It's really not quite okay.
I have.
You're probably
felt
just like the
different
ogres.
than-
You mate with your sister as well, don't you, you cannibal?
Well, just in case you were wondering about my alignment, by the way, turns out the tattoo is not finished yet, so I'm not sure if a partial tattoo already has some amount of effect, but
Sure.
who knows. Anyway,
And currently, I'm starting to now apparently hear things. This is interesting.
Sadly, there's not a very good mental health care system on this continent.
My friend, I think your actions have tainted yourself and your weapon. I think you should seek help and cleansing.
Well,
You should probably just burn
No.
yourself alive and throw yourself off a cliff somewhere.
That
No, I will
seems
try.
oddly aggressive.
well, you don't
don't-
hear it. Only I
only
am.
he's
Oh,
hearing.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Only
the
he's
entire
hearing
thing.
the insulting rhetoric.
Okay.
You might be right, but currently what I need is the strength to face Nilvakas, right?
I understand the need for strength to protect and avenge yourself, but doing it the wrong way, the ends don't justify the means.
you gotta do it like me. Just shoot him.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the whole weird rabbit thing.
Are you really defined by this weapon? Were you not strong before? Do you think you cannot still be strong after?
I've had this weapon with me for many, many years. Now I see his awakening as a good thing, at least. I trust my partner, but I trust. And if
So
I ever get consumed, I trust them as I sort of nudge my head to end before it goes bad.
So after consuming this undead monstrosity's heart, have you had any ill effects?
Well, like I said, I'm starting to hear voices now, specifically from you.
From me?
Yes. Well, to quote, after you talked about purging the sin from me, I heard you saying I should burn myself as at a fire. Something about me being a stinking ogre, giant, and yes.
I assure you I have not said these things. He kind of looks to the party to confirm.
That does not surprise me.
As I said, he's a little schizophrenic.
You didn't even mention the part about, having relations with your sister.
You don't know that. Shush.
I know. I know everything.
Other than
This is
that,
very concerning if you're hearing
I heard
voices.
one aspect of it, technically. I will sort of just look at an area that's completely empty, John. And just
My
basically
God.
fucking spew acid.
It's reminiscent of a dragon breath.
What the fuck?
You've gained that look like acid. You've gained a portion of its power, but at what cost?
That cost we'll find out. But
He kind of looks to the faces of the party members. Are any of you, worried, surprised? What's your facial expressions?
He breathes out and I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think Megumi would just be surprised, kind of shocked, because obviously this is the first time she's seen this.
Atahi is probably looking at him with a look of do I need to just kill him now?
Yeah.
This is alarming. Can you all travel with a companion who hears voices and could turn on you in an
well,
instant?
the voices are new and only from you. So I don't know if it's specifically
it's quite
because of
alarming.
who you follow.
I assume, and you
Causes
mentioned
something with that.
you mentioned your blade lusts after the arcane. Or spells. Your friends, I assume, have some spell abilities.
They do.
As I said, it's been trying to eat me all day.
Stop it later.
Should we not deal with this immediately? This sounds like an emergency.
She
What do you expect
overreacts.
us to do? Intervention, tie him down, and take his weapon away?
No, it
I
sounds
was
like he's.
considering. I
Go
was
ahead.
considering seeing if we could find some tablets for his surely terrible heartburn. He might
So
end
one
up
thing
with
you should know
esophageal
with people I
cancer.
travel with, they like to joke and really just over-exaggerate certain things,
We should
which can
seek.
get quite annoying.
This is definitely a matter for a priest or a high cleric. We should seek the gods to help purify your body
If
and
it
your
gets
weapon.
worse, I will do that. But for now,
If it gets worse, how much worse do you want it?
like I said, the voices are new. They started a few minutes ago.
I mean,
So I
that
don't
sounds
know
like
if
it
it's
got
a
worse.
one-off thing. If they are more consistent, I will then look into that. But for now, there's been nothing for the days we've been here, and only just suddenly with you.
Said your weapon, it feeds off the blood of its enemies. Did it have any perverse changes as well from this encounter? With an undead
I never really
dragon?
got to strike the dragon. Now that's actually not a lie. I never fucking hit it.
That is true.
I
If it is-
tried, but I missed, and it's made of bones, so.
The undead dragon wouldn't have much blood on it, I would assume.
I just look at the mountain, debating whether I say anything because I was standing.
I look back at you and I give you the
literally
exact same look. You have a secret, so do I.
Well, I thank you for being honest with me. Is there anything else you wish to share? I think
If I ever need to contact you for something, for an emergency in worst case scenario, do you have a way I could do that?
Are your allies strong enough to do the spell sending?
Strong
I can do
enough?
that.
Yes. Have the capability? No.
I believe I can do that.
Oh. Well then, simply use that magic and you should be able to reach me instantly.
Do you have a business card?
I believe the spell works with just thinking of my name and my image, and it should work. Which you have both.
What was his name again?
I can put it in chat for you.
Just in case I actually again are turning a lot worse, where basically I need a gold dragon to come and fucking intervene.
Are gold dragons kind of like bronze snakes? I'll kind of, play with serpinches.
No. They're much more like the metallic coin that you used to transact with.
Oh, I see.
Have I had any more voices since then, John?
Not to your knowledge.
Not to my knowledge. Well, I haven't heard any, so.
Well, I just yes. I think I will request. Not even request. No, I'm just gonna do my thing. Don't worry about me.
But as a sign of our meeting and mutual trust, I have come bearing a gift that our room has authorized me to present you. And he'll just turn to it. He has like a little satchel to his side and kind of digs through it. And he'll pull out this little miniature golden statue of a dragon and just look to see who kind of looks to receive it.
I don't take things that can easily aid in being scryed upon, but thanks.
Oh, I love things.
I was going to detail when in the process of handing it to you. He looks at Ati and says, "Yes, this is used so that we may keep an eye on you." I was going to disclose that once I gave it over. If you don't want it, you can of course not accept it. But yes, this is the purpose of it, is so that we may keep an eye on you and perhaps aid you if we check up on you and you're in need of aid.
Oh, does it not work if I put it in my bag? It specifically won't because it's an extra dimensional space.
Well, we will be scrying on the person. I believe having that in your possession makes it easier for us to locate you. Well, actually, that would actually not... Yeah, we wouldn't be able to locate you if you conceal it in an extra dimensional space. So, I guess if you wish to not be located, you can simply put it inside your extra dimensional space. If you wish for some privacy.
Yeah, true. Nah, it's fine. I just put it in my bag. And I put it in my bag.
Which one?
No, not the extra dimensional one.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize you still have a known one.
Yeah, I do.
Is there anything you wish to know from me or wish to speak of, or I believe I've come for what I've accomplished what I've come here for, and I can return to my master.
You gave the information you could about Navalgas, and what little about the whole you knew, so at least I don't have anything else to ask you.
Please give your master our compliments and tell him we wish nothing but peace.
Thank you. As he's turning to leave the mountain, you can kind of see he kind of like gives you like this side eye, this glare that you're used to from like people that just have discriminatory like feelings against giants, like people that just disdain you. You've seen this face before, and you just see it all over him. He like hates you. But he turns and he wishes you all well, and then he turns his back to you and starts walking away from the Dwarven city.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can discuss here or just head back to the inn and finish your lunch.
I'm heading back at lunch.
Let's finish lunch.
Yeah, you head back in and you can... as you're walking by the doors at the gate, they kind of look at you and say, "What was all that all about?"
Seemed to be a friend of the Gold Dragon, you know? Both happy and worried that we showed up and murdered the other dude.
Makes sense. Yeah, they'll nod with that explanation if you guys don't want to elaborate any further, and they'll just part ways, let you through, and you can walk back to the tavern. You guys can sit down and have a lunch, and is there any inter-party discussions of what just happened that you want to chat about?
Yes, I have one thing.
I would like to say, so, I mean, I'm still working on my own tattoos, but I can totally give other people some tattoos if they still have funds left over and want some stuff.
I
don't know
can't
what it
think.
would make me.
Yeah, and you'd have to shave my fur, wouldn't you?
What kind of tattoos can you do?
Well, there's a whole bunch I can do, but specifically what is the most useful is if you have magic items that you kind of really want, or effects that you really want.
I don't have the space,
Don't have the slots for it. If essentially we make double the cost and make them a slotless tattoo instead, there's only a limited number of tattoos you can have, but if you make them a slotless tattoo instead, you can still get the effect of that item as well.
I forget, what is the maximum? Is it just like pair where
It's
there
like
would be a
5.
slot? Or is
No,
it 5?
not all slots are tattooable.
Yeah.
And for Jess, I think we talked about this before. Your tattoo would just be like it would just like pattern your fur, so it's like magic. You wouldn't like have like a bald spot until the hair grew back. It would just like
That would be so wrong.
it would just be like a cool. It would just like discolor your fur to the tattoo or whatever.
Just painted instead.
Yeah, it kind of looks like
so, blah blah blah. Magic tattoos must be placed on a part of the body normally able to hold a magic item slot, but they do not count against or interfere with magic items worn on these slots. A single slot can only hold one magic tattoo. Blah 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 blah. Tattoos may be inscribed in belt, body, chest, feet, hands, head, neck, shoulder, ring up to 2, or wrist.
Yeah, you
They
can do
cannot be
eyes.
inscribed in armor, eye, headband, and shield.
Oh wait, so could you get a magical like finger tattoo and have 3 rings technically? Is that
Yes.
what that,
You
oh,
can
that's
have 4.
great. Okay, yeah, that's what. Okay, cool.
So that's why
Yeah.
you can have 4 rings active at the same time. But they are
That is-
fucking expensive.
Yeah, that's cool though. I didn't realize you could do that.
That is what I did. I technically have 4 rings now.
Oh shit.
Or once I'm done.
Leyland's tatted up.
Yeah.
But things I would want, I would need a lot more funds, so currently.
Time to raid another dragon lair.
Well, I know
That depends.
where one is.
I know where many are.
Just gave me a business card. Oh, yeah.
So, about the whole Holy Quest thing, are any of you that are interested in cleansing the guess, creator of death and souls.
I am. I believe it's a perversion of the natural order, and Forno does not look kindly upon those that rob him of his due.
Yeah, I mean, sounds fair enough.
We offer helping with that, but I'm fairly sure that would be up to you then, Miss Megumi. I'll probably asking Forno for guidance of how he would want us to let the playing of this skull.
When you guys are discussing this, would you let the scholar guy tag in on these conversations or no? Would you like tell
On
him
this
to go?
one, probably. He's here for breakfast.
Okay, so
right?
if you talk about that, then he would say like, sorry to intrude, but wouldn't this detract from the main quest to get the diamond?
Yep. Although, I mean, we're from the information that we got, it's very likely that the diamond doesn't exist anymore, right? We talked about
There's
this
a
before.
good chance
But
of it.
there is still a chance that it exists.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What if
And
they
I-
use the diamond
don't
to
say it out
create the
loud.
chasms?
Well, that would suck.
Well, shouldn't we confirm that before we not waste, but use a lot of this valuable time trying to solve something that we weren't here for?
Yeah, no, sounds right.
Um,
Well,
We can
but,
do
you know,
several things at once. It doesn't hurt to look into it while we're looking for this damn diamond.
Damn, Diamond,
well,
are you
maybe
regretting
doing
your
that.
task?
No,
Um,
simply that it's been a lot less straightforward than we had hoped.
Hmm.
Plus, maybe doing this would earn us a favor with the gods, and maybe they, from their almightiness, would help maybe locate it as well.
Hmm.
Gods
Good
are
point.
almighty.
The gods do favor those who do mighty tasks for them. Maybe that is needed for this locating this elusive diamond. Good point.
So, Miss Megumi, would you visit the temple of Forno and try and see if he might answer a call?
Yes, I will visit the temple again and perhaps dedicate myself to a day of service, specifically for Forno.
ooh, can I go say hi?
In
Do
what
you
kind of
worship
way?
Forno?
Not necessarily, but I think he might still be mad at me.
I mean, I believe the gods are for everyone, so if you wish to come with me, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, there was that little matter of you guys fighting to resurrect someone. If you guys forgot about that,
What do you mean?
I'm sure
He's
Forno will
angry
be
Felix.
happy to
I
talk
wasn't
to
part
you.
of that. I had no, nothing to do with that shit. Now, excuse me. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Okay, bye.
Mix up, I'm actually gonna take a nap, but also have a conversation with my dear friend.
All right. As he's gone, I turn to the rest of the party and is like,
So we're gonna be killing him.
I tried to whisper in your ears before, but I'm totally gonna start insulting you later, and you absolutely do not react no matter what.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my
I heard
God.
nothing.
Are
You'll
you gonna
wonder
put-
why I don't like my party.
They're actually
you
gonna
going
make
to-
him schizophrenic.
Are you going to place his hand in a goblet of warm water?
You know, I'm thinking about it.
Oh my God.
Pricks.
Is there any
No,
other
this is-
conversation you guys have
This
before
is
we go?
our way of helping you. You know, this is our way of
after-
doing an intervention.
After Mount is gone, I'm like, do we need to do anything more about him? Like, this is getting a little out of hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
He straight up lied to that dude. Well, I guess shouldn't lie, but conveniently left out him stabbing his hammer into the heart.
Yeah, I think he might be going a little cuckoo.
Yeah. At what point
Yeah.
do we start getting concerned for our lives? Like, I'm over here wondering, if I need to find a way to constantly detect his thoughts so that we're alerted if his weapon decides to go after one of us.
I do have a way of securing him, thankfully.
Well, I mean, personally, I already feel like slightly worried.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'll figure out how to
As you can
get
sleep with this.
inside
Yeah.
his head a little bit.
Yeah. Or maybe we just manage to banish the evil spirit that's contained in his weapon or something like that. You know?
But until we figure out how to do that, at least having forewarning would be good.
Fair.
What we do is we see if we can get an angel to donate some blood and pour it over the weapon.
What? Stop puking somehow. It's like, it's too clean.
Here we go. This is what I need.
Is there any other discussion, or I'll hop over to the partner talk?
I'm gonna go back to tattooing myself.
I'm gonna make arrangements at the temple.
Yeah, they'll let you know that you can. It's like halfway through the day now, so that you know, like tomorrow you can come and do a set duties for. You say you want to like do a thing for Forno or something. They let you know that if you're
perform duties for Forno.
Okay. Do you mention you're trying to like contact Forno or anything, or you don't say anything like that?
I don't say anything like that.
Okay.
So far, it's more like I'm wanting to, you know.
Can you give me a knowledge
specifically-
religion check?
Yeah.
You privately rolled some dice that even I can't see, apparently.
Oh, whoops! I was on self roll. Sorry.
It's okay. You can
Oops.
reveal it. Yeah, perfect. Ooh, nice roll. So yeah, you'll know that Forno looks more favorably on communicating with those that bring like an offering. So you might want to like sacrifice a small animal, something like in that regards. Like particularly like just randomly sacrificing something isn't something he really likes. It's more like you hunted something in his name and you like it's like for a purpose, not just like randomly killing something. It's like it was like something that's like part of the cycle of things. Like you hunted something for food, or maybe you needed it for something, or something along those lines.
So since we have half of a day, then I would ask Leyland if they want to help me hunt something.
Oh yeah, I can do that. We can do that.
Let it
We're
be
doing
a
it in the name of Forno.
Okay. And let's try our best to not make it a bunny.
Oh, I was actually thinking a bunny.
Oh, okay. I think then I might actually die then.
Okay, so we won't do a bunny.
Oh, that would just be funny.
Yeah, I think it would
Funny
be really
bunny.
funny. I think it would be really hilarious, but I'm not sure if the God of Death shares my humor.
I don't think he has a sense of humor, but we could always. What if we made it a hare instead of a bunny?
Ooh, you know, I think that works. As long as it's not white, it should be fine.
Ati, are you joining in on this afternoon hunting party, or are you just chilling? Okay. Is there anything specific? Okay. Oh. God damn. Yeah. You put in a request for your reward with the king. A message come back saying that they can get this made for you if you'll fund a third of the cost.
Okay. I can do that.
Alright, so yeah, it'll...
At a third at full price or a third at
A third of the full
80%?
price. Third at the full
Okay.
price.
Yeah. That's fine.
So yeah, you can add this to your character sheet. It probably would arrive. You probably would put this order in when they first asked. So it'll arrive like sometime this afternoon. So maybe that's what you're doing. You're getting this item and you're checking it out. And then we'll flip to the mountain. You go up to your room. You set your things aside and you collect your weapon and have a discussion. What do you want to chat about?
Do you not trust me, my friend?
Trust goes both ways. I told you not to keep talking with that.
You told me not to mention anything about you.
And you told them...
Specifically about the fact that you now crave dragon blood.
You told them more than you should. You saw the way he looked at us. He fears our power. What do you think he's gonna do when he gets back to that gold fucker? He's gonna tell him all about our power and how we can slay dragons? You think that's gonna sit well with them?
Didn't mention anything about you slaying a dragon. I mentioned that I never hit the dragon. Is it true? We never managed to hit it.
I'm talking about in general. You think they're okay with a party just going around killing dragons? I don't care if it's
I don't
good dragon.
plan on slaying dragons willy-nilly, like I told you. I know you crave them. I will promise you one thing. There will be a dragon that needs to be killed.
They're probably in league with it. What do you think? They all maintain territories. They even mentioned they have a truce. You think that truce includes one of them dying and doing nothing about it?
Well, they currently didn't send the other dragon against us. Well, they could have done it now. Well, we are probably at our weakest. Have taken us by surprise. I know you hate everything that is of the arcane. And for that, I honestly believe there's also some... is it prejudiced? What fucking story?
Prejudice.
Prejudice involved with it as well. You don't trust anything that is of the magic royalty. No matter probably how helpful it is to us. With a gold dragon, and what I've been told by my chieftain, I trust. They are not the kind that seeks out killing for no reason. They are not the ones that align themselves and work together with beings that seek to enslave others.
And you fool just gave them a reason.
I trust in you that you will not once again try to take me over, as you did earlier. I know you do not like to be spoken of, but to certain degrees I will have to speak the truth, and mix in white lies. A flat-out lie is easier discovered than a truth mixed with the white lies. If I had told him that no, you are just my friend and I talk as if you're real because you're just my partner, a chance I could be was, he sees through that. I don't hide lies well. There's a reason why I do a mix of truths and fakes. It's harder to discern. People also tend to believe more if you tell certain truths to a degree, because it makes sense to them. If I told no, that you're just a normal weapon, while at the same time, my friend, you aren't able to potentially see how you look, there are currently black veins pulsing up at you. Telling him that you were just a normal weapon, the likelihood of him believing that is the likelihood of him believing if I said I was a wolf. So, I tell partial truths. I tell him you're broken, he believes that part. It also seemed that he was detecting more alignments. As far as we both know, my friend, you aren't quite kind to others. Hence also why I asked him to give me a chance. The chance of proving that you and me can work together, that we won't go slaughtering every arcane being on this land just to satiate your hunger.
So what exactly sparked this conversation? Why don't you think I trust you?
Well, I'm guessing you were the one that tried to do something with my head.
I merely let you inside his head. That's what he was thinking. I
So
can
when
do that
you
with
gave
your
me a
friends
headache-
too. You think they don't have thoughts I don't overhear sometimes? Plotting your demise? You're always the butt of their jokes. You heard them.
That I'm used to.
Are you used to it?
Where I come from, being what I am, yes, I'm not a giant, but yet I lived with a tribe of giants. When I grew up, bullying was a usual occurrence. I usually just take it in stride and I don't care for it. If people want to belittle me, well, then they are lesser for doing so. What I'm curious is why you felt the need to try and get in my head or whatever you were trying to do that caused me the headache.
I'm not getting in your head. We share a mind now. I was merely allowing you access to his thoughts, revealing the way he really feels about you. To show you, these people don't care about you.
So the voices I heard was what his true feelings were.
Of course.
It's gonna make me insulting you so much funnier.
Well, if that is what he believes of me, then as I said, he's a
I'm
lesser.
trying to get you to trust me. These people don't care about you. You shouldn't
I
care
do
about
trust
them.
you, my friend, but I also know your craving can sometimes be quite strong.
As long as we are aligned in purpose, I will not impede you. As long as you promise me we're hunting these dragons down, and I can
And
feast
let's
on their
agree on
blood.
this. I will hunt some dragons. I will not hunt them all. I will not do what
You should kill
the other
all
customers
evil
did.
dragons. Any of them
I
doing
will
evil
kill
acts.
the evil dragons that are hurting the common folk.
I can agree to that.
If the
For
dragon
now.
is evil but it minds its own business, I will keep watch, but I will not hunt it without reason.
We will find reason, my friend. Believe me. Dragons are evil creatures by nature. Together, we will rectify this.
My friend, you believe all that is arcane is of evil nature.
Is it
And
not?
have I-
Oh, you yourself also wield the arcane.
I use the tools of the enemy on themselves. Once we have accomplished our goal, you must destroy me, the last arcane artifact. But that won't be for some time. There'll be many, many fights to go through to get to that point.
For now, I think the plan is potentially to dealing with the crack. With that, we will see what you will end up drinking on.
Oh my god, guys, we're gonna fight a kraken.
So, I have a question. How is your lust? Has it been satiated for some time at least with the dragon's blood?
How long do you think this would take?
I don't know. I do still have the flask with some demon blood, but considering after what you drank, I don't know if that will do for you.
We'll see. I don't know how long I can be satiated. I just know when I have the urges, and when they get unbearable, you'll know just as I'll make it unbearable for you. As we share our successes, we will share our failures.
I will do my best to handle that, but I can promise you this. The Void Dragon, let's go look at the name again. Nilvakus, I will slay. For him, I know, even with his intentions, I understand, are not the right way he is doing them.
I've been gifted these
Understand wanting
abilities.
to replenish your people by to have that dream, but I know for myself that is not possible. I am the last of my kin, and that is how it will be. Had he gone of it in a different way, I would potentially have agreed with Nilvakus, but I do not agree with enslaving others for his purpose. And there's also the chance that the diamond that the others seek lies with him.
We should confirm what the elf said was true. Reds are known for being disastrous creatures. I can't believe they aren't terrorizing
plan
people.
to talk with the Dwarven Kingdom. Like I said, depending what comes first, if we go there, or if Megumi hears anything from Fano about wanting not our help, but wanting us just to deal with this scar on the world. That might come first. Plus, doing that, we might come across some magical beings. As was said, the scar came from humans meddling with magic that they do not understand.
Magic is the source of all woe. As you
It is
can
definitely
see.
a source of greed in a lot of people. But I will say next time you don't need to tell me how people really think.
I'll confirm with you next time if you really want to see what they're thinking.
It will work. So, do one thing for me. Just keep an eye out for Atahia.
Wow, not me. It's crazy.
I will as best I can.
Just if you're able to listen in casually, if she ever has the fault of my death, don't do anything about it, but do just let me know. 'Cause
Well,
I
I'm
do
gonna be bugging
understand
you a lot if you want me to tell you every time they think about killing you.
specifically her, and more of just in the moment. If she feels an opportunity to do it now.
Anyway,
That is a damn good impression.
Yep.
Well, agreed. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Well, you didn't mention that you could listen in on people's minds before. So again, my friend.
It's a
are there
limited
things you-
capability.
Yes, but I asked you before if there are things you could do that you aren't sharing with me. You said no.
At the time, it was true. I'm regaining myself every day with more power. I learn more, remember more.
Anything you have gained since then that you might want to
that
share
is
with me?
all these new powers I've shared with you.
Very well. If you'll excuse me now, I will try and catch some sleep. Your health caused a little bit of bungle in my mind.
Yeah. We'll go back to the other party. Anyone doing anything specific, or we want to go to Megumi and the next day going to the church?
Well, are we gonna do our hunt first?
Oh, sure. You
I was
guys,
thinking
yeah,
we could do like roll on the table for the area, maybe.
sure. I thought you were just looking for like wildlife. Do you want actually like a creature?
Well, probably wildlife, right?
Yeah, like you remember how we would hunt for like food and stuff? I was thinking we could do that, but
Sure. I don't have
basically,
like a random table for like wildlife,
Okay.
but I have like creatures. Um,
I
I
just,
just-
yeah. We're just
I'll
going
be right
for
back while
wildlife,
they do
probably.
this.
So, okay. It's probably just wildlife, so
yeah, just wildlife.
All right.
whatever we come across first, I guess. Although it would be really funny if it is a rabbit.
let's see what you find in the mountainous area. You're not interested in any type of bird, right? Will you ignore the skies, or are you gonna look at the sky?
Yeah, because birds are annoying. Because I'm pretty sure birds, I will only be able to just murder right then and there, and we kind of want to probably hunt and capture the creature. Which for things that can't fly seems a lot easier.
All right. So the first thing you come across, well, give me a D100. Let's see what you guys come across.
Ask me to make your trap.
Wanna roll it?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
$67. Okay. Yeah. You'll find a bunch of things first. So there is about 4 or 5 of these coyotes that are stalking something. You kind of come across them like crouching and like stealthing to something. You could keep following them, see what they're like stalking a prey, but they clearly have got the scent of something.
Yeah, I mean they're also on the hunt, so I'm not sure if we want to hunt them, right?
Huh?
But I feel like if they're hunting something, we could follow them, figure out what they're hunting, and then whenever
Yeah.
they pounce on what they're hunting, if it's a pack of things, we could just get one of the stragglers.
All right. If you want to follow closely, I need a stealth check, or you can stay far enough away. I think Leyland has good eyesight to just see them, where you won't need a stealth check, but you'll be pretty far behind. Like, do you want to interfere with their kill, or do you want to just let them
No.
kill it and then see
It
if you can?
depends. It depends on what it is, rather. Because if it's just like that they're stalking a single creature, then I might do some interfering.
Okay.
If it is they're stalking a herd, then I'm probably not going to interfere with the killing and just do things
So-
after.
Would I feel like that Forno would appreciate more killing something that is itself a killer, but I don't know if there's actually a
Fair.
religious base on that or
I know
not.
that.
You're not really a cleric of Forno. That's a very specific kind of thing. Give me a religion check. Maybe you've heard about this in your studies. You have a pretty good check, so 30. Yeah, it's pretty good. In this matter, you would think that there's not much differentiation here. Like, as long as you're like getting a kill on your own merits, regardless of what that creature was doing, it's a valid sacrifice for Forno. Well, I mean, if you just get like a peaceful little thing and you just like snap its neck, it's like that's not really. It's like something that was like you're like had to hunt for. Like you actually like earn the kill would be more appropriate, which you are doing either way. So you guys want to follow these coyotes stalking something, and you'll quickly see after a few minutes of following them that they're sneaking up on this. You see a structure. It's a little like farmhouse almost. There's like a little gated, fenced-in area where there's a bunch of deer grazing in this little fenced area, which is odd. Deer aren't supposed to be on the mountains, so it's clearly someone has brought these here. That these are their personal farm stock. There's like 5 or 6 deer here that are just like in this like fenced-in area, just like grazing in this, which seems Must be magic. There's like a patch. There's like a good grazing grass that's like fenced in specifically, and like after the fenced in area, it's like mountainous terrain and hilly and stuff. So it seems like either they've irrigated the area somehow, terraformed it a bit over time, or who knows, or magic. Who knows? But there's like nice, lush green like grasses that the deer are like eating and stuff. And these deer look like well fed and like big and stuff. It's not like they're like starving out here or malnourished or anything. So these coyotes are like creeping up on this like area, ready to pounce on these deer, pending your intervention, if any.
We should get the coyotes before they get the deer.
Yep. Well, let's go.
Yeah, so there's like 4 or 5 coyotes that you can see, and the grass is like sneaking up, and you don't need to roll combat. You can easily.
Yeah, I don't even think we need to kill all of them.
Okay.
Unless we want to, right? I think I consult with the local priest to see if killing all of them makes more sense or not.
This is up to you, Jess. Like, it's your judgment.
I mean, I would say we wouldn't need to kill all of them. You know, the thought is that it's a singular sacrifice to Forno.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that with Megumi being in tune with all of the gods, that she would also consider the perspective of Kala, where you don't over hunt or over kill something.
Good
Hunt
point,
what is
good point.
needed.
All right, so how many are you aiming at and killing? And
Well, I think the right play here is I take out a whistling arrow
ooh,
and I just shoot one.
just to freak them out.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you launch the whistling arrow and emits and it is like within 500 feet, everyone can hear this whistle. The coyotes get startled and they just like break out in like different directions to start like going. The deer get startled, but they're like caged in by this like fenced in area. But the coyote, like a few of them are going the same direction, but a lot of them like dart different directions.
Yeah. And one of them probably gets shot. Hopefully dies.
Yeah.
I
I mean, you can
guess
roll
you
a
can
few
do
d20s,
roll.
just make sure you don't roll suddenly like 8 ones or something. But yeah, just roll like a d20, and as long as it's not a 1, you'll just...
Well,
beautiful.
yeah.
You take down one of the coyotes that was fleeing, and it gets taken down, stumbles into the grass, and just like collapses. The others are fled. The whistling arrow, after emitting its sound, there is some movement coming from the farmhouse. I don't know if you guys want to like just take it and go, or do you want to see like who comes out of this farmhouse?
I kind of want to see who comes out because I'm kind of interested in this.
Yeah, so what do you guys do? You just wait to see what happens at the farmhouse, or you're going to collect your kill right away?
I mean, we gotta walk up to the kill, right?
I just meant, are you
Yeah.
doing that right now? You're walking up to it, doing your thing, or you're just kind of
Yeah.
like watching what happens? Okay.
No, I think so. I think at least I'm not scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying you are. I just want to make sure. Let's see who's coming out here.
It's Santa.
Those are his reindeer. You saved Christmas.
Hey, look, one of them's got a glowing nose.
Out comes the house is at first you think it might be a child, but no, it is clearly a halfling. They come out and they kind of look startled if they heard the sound. They quickly go to the deer pen and make sure that it's secured, and they do like a quick count of the deer and see they're all there. They look a little less startled. They look over, they see you. They say, "Oh, who are you?"
Hi,
And my dear?
we were just doing some hunting for Forno around here, and
Oh, you're not here for my deer, are you?
no,
Oh, thank the gods.
no, we were just
We
hunting for
got
Forno.
we got the coyote that was stalking your deer.
Oh, blasted coyotes. I had put this fence around my deer to help protect them. Thank you for saving my deer.
Yeah, there might still be some more around, but we got this one at least.
Oh, thanks for letting me know. I'll be on guard here to protect my deer. Thank you.
Okay,
You're
bye.
welcome.
Take care. Thank you. Nice seeing you.
Bye bye.
You can collect the coyote, kind of slink it over your shoulder, and bring it back to the Dwarven city. And then you can bring it in, and Megumi, you can prepare it nicely for like a sacrifice should be. Just like drain it of the blood, and so it's not like bleeding everywhere and stuff like that. And you can do what you want from it. You can like, if you want to make use of the skin or the food or whatever, or like the meat. You can. Do you have gentle repose?
I believe so. Let me make sure though.
I would imagine you probably don't, because it's like a quote-unquote useless spell. I don't know you'd waste a slot on it, but...
Yeah, no, I don't have it. I've thought about taking it in case one of us got injured or
Yeah,
killed,
it's okay. It's just a day,
but-
so you'd want to like preserve it for now, for the sacrifice tomorrow. It's overnight. It shouldn't go spoil that fast. You can just preserve it using the normal means. Just whatever that would be, you would know how to do that.
I know how to do that. Watch me.
Sure.
Put it on ice.
Yeah, you ice it. Pepper with
And you could also
snowballs.
just ask your local hunter.
No. I don't think I want to.
Yeah,
Okay.
together you guys can figure it out.
We're a little worried about you, bud.
Fine.
Anything else you guys are doing this day before we go to the next day where you want to go to the church?
I don't think so.
Alright, brand new day. Everyone wakes up, has breakfast. Megumi, you're heading to the church with this coyote slung over your shoulder, and,
And
you're
then
like
you,
walking.
my armor, just FYI.
What's that?
My armor that was being handed to
Oh, I thought.
me.
Oh, right. I thought you were doing your shield or something. You're doing your armor, right?
Well, yeah, that was personal stuff, but with
Oh.
the armor, I left that together with the dragon bone.
Sure. That will be done now.
Alright.
You can add 1 AC to it, and just call it like Dragon Bone, whatever it's called. And you can have 5 acid resistance.
And 5 acid resistance, nice. Does that +1 go over like magical effects, or no? It's like a flat +1.
It's a flat +1 on the armor. So if it was like a 10 base
Nice.
AC, it's now like 11 or whatever.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So Megumi, you're heading to the church.
Correct. Yes.
All right. So you head there. You already gave them advance notice. You were planning on doing this thing for Forno, so they just like welcome you expectedly, and just like point you towards the Forno statue, although you can easily find it. And yeah, you can walk on over and do whatever you want to do. Present your sacrifice and a prayer, or I don't know what you say to try to invoke some response.
I say, mighty Forno, I come with an offering and a request for guidance. I know that this chasm is a perversion of the natural order, but am at a loss as to how to help or fix it.
I'm just refreshing for 1 second because I lost access.
No.
So I just
Ow.
wanted to. I've been
I
logged
lost
in
access
since
earlier
like.
too.
Okay.
No, it was just because I wanted to play a track, but I hadn't used it, so it was like not
Okay.
giving me access to it. But anyway, it's not a big deal. I just want to play the Forno track. So give me just a bit, because actually I don't want to start that until I get the Forno. Come on, computer, go, go, go. So yeah, you lay the body out there. You do the sacrifice for it. You do like a ceremonial cut on it. Not that there's any like blood that's supposed to be like pouring out, but you kind of just like cut it in like a way that you've learned that would be appropriate for such a sacrifice to the gods. and you kneel before it. You bow your head, and you say your prayer. And
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm also saying a prayer.
Please don't put me down where I stand.
Hey, Forno. Hope you're not that mad at me anymore, now that I helped kill the undead dragon as well. Really,
Orno
really
doesn't
hope
like
we
the undead.
Exactly.
No,
True.
exactly, that's why. He was mad at me before, and then I helped kill the undead dragon, so maybe he's less mad at me now.
The
Sorry.
immortal on the dragon.
Is Leyland here, or are you just back at...
Originally I did want to be here.
Okay. Yeah, so you're beside her during this. And
Billy's asking for forgiveness.
you're saying this prayer, these prayers in your head, right? Are you guys audibly
Yes.
saying? Okay. You guys will both hear a voice that says, "I need to speak with you."
Yes, what is it, Orno?
Are you saying that out loud or in your head?
In my head.
What about Leyland? Are you saying anything?
Yeah, so
In your head, or
I think so, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm hearing it in my head, so.
no? You like hear it, like
Oh.
So whether it's in your head or not, you're not sure, but you hear it.
No, then I say out loud, yeah, sup? And I just start looking around.
Yeah, you look around. There's this like hooded guy like behind the statue who's like hiding a bit. You can see like little like elf ears like poking in the hood. It's clearly the guy you spoke to yesterday, and he kind of like motions you both to come behind the statue.
I'm coming.
The fuck?
I go behind the statue.
Yeah, you
or
guys
I go.
can like shift behind the statue, and he says, he kind of like pulls off the hood and reveals himself as Callius, and says, "I'm sorry for meeting you here like this, but I heard you were to come here. I didn't know you would be here." Looking at Leyland, but I trust that you can keep this between us. This was meant for you, Megumi, as I know you to be a holy person, so you'd understand. I don't know if you could tell, but
Yeah.
I'm a paladin. And I could tell your friend is deeply, deeply corrupted. We need to take measures immediately to free him of this corruption. You should seek methods to separate him from that evil weapon and save him, save his soul.
Yes, I've been wondering and worrying about how exactly would be best to do that.
I am a paladin of Pelosis, protection, and I believe it is my duty to protect his soul from this corruption. I could not live with myself if I left here with you all knowing where this leads. I know more than I let on. Apologies for the deception. That being inside his weapon, from what he told me of its hate of the arcane, I've heard of these things before. These lingering souls that are pulled into weapons to give them life. This is one of what we called in the old times witch hunters. During the time of the arcane anomalies, it was not during my life, but in the histories, there were those that were sanctioned by the clerics of the time to seek out the arcane wielders and kill them, hunt them to prevent them from damaging what they've done already. Unfortunately, their methods were cruel, and these people that they inducted were savages and malignant forces, malevolent. They, I assume, in death linger, and their souls are prime candidates for these methods that create these intelligent weapons that see, well, not all of them obviously, but the ones that seek a purpose to seek out the arcane. I'm confident is one of these past witch hunters. It is a matter of time. The more he feeds it, the more it will regain consciousness of its past life and recognize that it's, if not already, they are very manipulative, very In their life, they were the worst kind of people.
Do you know anything of these voices he's hearing?
I am not too sure what that was about. I imagine the weapon may have been manipulating his mind to poison his friends against him. It'll do anything to get its way, I'm sure of it.
I have a way of restraining him. I just
It seems like your
I'm
friend
concerned.
maintained his good heart so far, and he is willing to be approached with such things. I'm not sure how the weapon will handle hearing such things, and it may evolve into a drastic situation if it was revealed our intentions, or my intention anyway. I'm not sure if what your intentions are after hearing this, but regardless, regardless if you agree or not, I must take it upon myself to destroy this weapon. I would rather you be on my side in this matter.
I
I'm
am very
personally not
concerned
against
about
that.
the weapon. Yeah. I think
I-
we all are.
Unfortunately,
Just-
I know he expressed his attachment to it, but at this point, I do not think it can be cleansed. I think it must be destroyed.
You may be right.
I'm not sure how you want to approach this, but I do not know how much time we have left. I would... If he's... Do you know how many things he's let it feast upon? If it's only had a handful of arcane beings, I can imagine we should have a good amount of time. But if
Well,
he's...
It hasn't been many.
As it
But-
turns out, I'm like really good at killing things before he gets to him. So only a couple.
It's not about
Perhaps-
killing. Has he just, for the heck of it, just smashed his weapon into the deceased? Let
Yeah,
it drink
sometimes, which you know.
which would still count. As
Yeah.
long as it feasts on the blood.
Well,
Especially when he did that with the dragon.
I thought it was just bones. How did he get the blood of the dragon?
well, the problem is the whole life phylactery that was reviving the dragon was a giant corrupted dragon heart, right?
Right, but he said he ate it and it probably shriveled
I
away.
said I
so
ate a piece of it.
a piece of it.
Yeah. He like took a bite out of it because
Yes.
it's fucking huge. It's like
Those
Almost as big as
lines
this
on the
room.
weapon didn't happen until after we fought the dragon.
He plunged the weapon into the heart.
that's what I'm guessing. I mean, I was busy taking everything that wasn't nailed down, so I didn't see, but that's what I'm guessing.
I was trying to heal people, so again, yeah, I wasn't paying that much attention, but I'm just saying those lines
You need
didn't
to
happen
confirm
until-
if this happened. It sounds like it must have then. If this is the case, we may have mere days before this thing tries to consume your friend.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee it will try to consume him as long as your friend agrees to do what it wants. It has no reason to. But the amount of power it's gained in such a short time is worrying. These intelligent weapons, I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but the stronger they are, the more will they can have over its wielder. So at this point, it may be able to do as it pleases and control your friend at a whim. I'm not sure.
Fair enough.
If you can confirm it has drank the blood of a nightmare dragon.
You
I
know
can-
that I'm immune to mind thing. So
Well,
they can't technically charm me or mind control me.
that's what you think,
Oh, that's fair. And maybe I'll just get the power overpower. Who knows?
because that's usually how it goes.
What do you think we should do? Do you think it best to try
Well-
to just restrain him and force the matter? Do you think he can
I
be
think-
reasoned with? Can he be spoken to without the weapon there?
I can make the weapon disappear. He's not even gonna notice. Until he tries talking to it, I guess.
We should also talk to Atahia.
If you can trust her, I don't know her well, if they're close or not, if she sides with him on these things or something.
Oh no, she's not. She's not gonna side with him. You don't have to worry about that. She's my home girl.
I think she's just as concerned as we are.
I see.
First time we met, she tried to stab me. We are very close.
Okay, I will be in town, hidden, for the next few days. If you let me know what you decide. If not, I will give you the courtesy to let you know I will confront the mountain once he leaves this city. I do not want to do this on dwarven ground to start a feud or anything. But once you depart, if you have not dealt with the weapon yourselves, or if you need my help, let me know with whatever you plan on doing. Whatever you decide. Whatever you decide, let me know. You can come back here. I have been masquerading as a cleric unknowns to the dwarves.
Okay.
He nods. He flicks back on his hood, and he just in just like a louder voice, he says, "Peace be upon you, brother and sister." And he just like nods away and backs away from you guys.
Yeah, I clasp my hands again. So anyway, Forno, I'm sorry for the interruption. It was kind of important, but you're more important. I love you. Anyway.
Please forgive me.
Yeah, you will go back to your prayer, get back focused, and unfortunately you will not hear any chilling voice in the back of your spines.
It is what
No
it is.
answer from Forno.
Regardless, I will spend the day doing, anything that the Forno side of the thing of the cleric.
Yeah, Megumi, you think on this, you like, is this an... he said he was a cleric or a paladin of Pelosis, but was this like a Forno thing? This happened during the prayer? Who knows? Is this Forno's will? Does he want you to kill the mountain? Does he want you to kill that malignant spirit that's in the weapon? It's just these sort of things are just like pouring through your head as you're doing your duties. I don't know if Leyland sticks around to help out, but
I'll help out for a bit, but after a while, Leyland gets incredibly bored, so...
yeah, you can take off. And I don't know what Leyland thinks of the matter, but Megumi, you definitely are filled with these things, like, because you're more religious and you have more religious studies. You have heard of the gods working through people and not directly speaking. Sometimes instead they choose to speak through people, but it is odd to try to use a paladin of another faith. So maybe this was just like they were Pelosis and Forno are aligned in this matter. It's just these things are just like flowing through your head and you're thinking through these things. Perhaps it's unrelated. It's hard to know with the gods, but at some point, yeah, sorry.
Would Leyland loop in Atahia on what happened?
Well, Atahia is actually gonna go on my tattooing table. Because she wants a tattoo. And you know what? There's gonna be some tattoo talk.
Yeah, so you guys.
What is the reason for this tattoo, and what is the history?
None your business.
Fair enough.
So, as it turns out, you know, Gold Dragon Elfman?
Yeah.
Kind of as I expected, he was a paladin.
Oh.
And he
Makes
totally knew more about the weapon. He pretty much exactly knows what sort of evil spirit is in it. And he's like, yeah, if we leave it alone, it's most certainly gonna eat the mountain, consume him, and then kill everything and everyone.
Tracks.
So, we're gonna have to destroy the weapon.
I mean, I figured we would eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like the eventually is gonna come sooner rather than later, because I'm like 95% confident he drank dragon's blood, and he was like, oh no, that's real
he
bad.
Definitely stabbed it into the dragon heart when he was eating the chunk. Like, I was literally in the air right above him. He full on plunged it in and then like ripped off a chunk and sat there like gnawing on the chunk while his weapon was just like in the heart. Like, probably sat there for a good like minute or two, just like chilling before he pulled it back out.
I mean, that's pretty psychotic.
Yeah, it was a little gross. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm from a witch coven. I've seen some weird shit in my time, right? Like, we all do all sorts of fucked up stuff, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, this was like another level of like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Even I think my coven would look at that and be a little bit like, is he cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Well, I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna do it, but I would go in the form of an intervention, but also, if we do that with the weapon present, it's very likely that it's gonna try to start some shit. So maybe I just very stealthily steal the weapon.
But
And
he
he's
doesn't
not gonna
sleep.
know it's missing.
Well, how? How are you gonna do that?
I have my ways.
I mean, I trust your ways, but damn, that's impressive.
It is.
Sounds to if I can convince the paladin to give me that one chance.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the chance of this okay, this is just. What's the DC for this? Let's figure this out. Okay, because what I want to do. There is a spell. And what's really weird about the spell, for some reason, is that it has verbal, somatic, and material components, but I think all of those components are very innocuous. So I don't think it would come up as casting a spell. It might only just be a little weird. I'm just gonna click the spell because I think it doesn't really make much sense if this spell can't be done stealthily.
These are custom jewelry. Instant fate. You can illusion a duplicate of the target item if you hold a charge to spell that can be leveled through touch abilities.
Oh no, I can just hold a charge. Never mind.
Right, so you
Yeah.
cast it
Yeah,
in like
I just cast it
secret,
before I
and
hold
then
the
you
charge,
go.
and then like yoink. Never mind.
But we are
works.
getting close to our session time, so why don't we close out here? But I will let if you want to stick around after I close down the stream just to chat about this sort of stuff. So GG, I'm gonna stop the stream here.
GG.
Unless we want to just on record plan for next session is complicated. We'll figure that out anyway.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
plan for the custom will be an intervention, and we will take it from there.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna take your drugs away.